We would like to thank our community partners: Tina Schoen Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty, Sonoma Hills Retirement Community, and
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
And social media support is provided by Word Mice.
North Bay Credit Union is proud to be part of Sonoma County's home team. We're your progressive alternative to big banks, delivering a full roster of great banking services, but at much lower costs. Our lineup always hits it out of the park. Auto loans, home loans, manufactured home loans, and 100% free checking that pays you back. We're equally proud to support lots of local groups, including the Sonoma Stompers, because that's what neighbors do. We're the home of league-leading Kasasa Checking. Kasasa Checking is better than free. It pays you, and you choose how you want to be rewarded. Bonus dividends on your deposits, or cash back on your debit card purchases. And Kasasa makes any ATM a free ATM. It's easy to switch to Kasasa in just minutes at northbaycu.com. Our convenient branches are just a short stop from anywhere, including our newest Sonoma Valley and Rohnert Park locations. Don't let banks throw curveballs at your budget with high rates and foul fees. Count on North Bay Credit Union to save you money every day. Learn more at northbaycu.com or call 707-584-0384. Loans subject to approval. Details at northbaycu.com.
Stompers Baseball is brought to you in part by Sonoma Clean Power. As your local public electricity provider, we source clean energy from renewable resources, geothermal, water, wind, solar, and biomass. And we deliver that power to residents and businesses throughout Sonoma and Mendocino counties. At Sonoma Clean Power, we're invested in the communities we live and work in. We deliver services that enhance quality of life through competitive pricing, improved air quality, and energy efficiency. By changing the way residents source energy, we're able to deliver customer programs that make a difference in everyone's life. Powered by innovative thinking, Sonoma Clean Power was formed to provide a choice beyond for-profit investor-owned utilities, in our case, PG&E. Today, Sonoma Clean Power, or SCP, is a model for community choice programs throughout California. By providing higher percentages of renewable energy that reduce greenhouse gas emissions, our customers are helping solve the climate crisis at a local level.
Stompers baseball here on this Tuesday night from Palooza Park at Arnold Field. Welcome in, everybody. The Stompers with a 42-16 record will take on the Salina Stockade for the final time here in 2019 as they come in 13-46. 6 games left in the season for the Stompers, who have won 6 of their last 10 and coming off the record-setting win the other night against the Napa Silverados. So here's the lineup put out by player-manager Taylor Zutenhorst for the Stockade tonight. Cody Bishop will lead off in center field. Johnny Knight will bat second and right. Cosimo Canella hits third in left field, and the cleanup man is the designated hitter player-manager Taylor Zutenhorst. Omar Artson bats fifth at shortstop. Brian Rodriguez plays first base and bats sixth. Eric Kozak will catch tonight and bat seventh. Kyle Ulande will play third base and hit eighth, and Aaron Sheeks will bat ninth at second base against Connor Arnold, the 6'2", 205-pound right-hander from Palmdale, California. Connor Arnold this year is 5-5. This is his 12th start of the season. 4.92 ERA for the right-hander in 60 1/3 innings. He's allowed 48 runs, 33 earned on 63 hits. He struck out 60 batters and walked 29. As we are just moments away from first pitch here tonight, Arnold against Ben Herrick. In the lineup one more time for the Stockade: Bishop, Knight, Canella, Zutenhorst, Arnson, Rodriguez, Kozak, Ulande, and Sheeks on a picture-perfect night here at Palooza Park at Arnold Field. The Stompers looking for win number 30 here at home this year and win number 43 overall. They're 10-3 against the Stockade, as this is the final time these two teams will meet this year. Cody Bishop, the leadoff man, stands in against Connor Arnold. 266, 8 home runs, 30 runs batted in for Bishop. Arnold, the right-hander, out of the windup. His first pitch to Bishop is outside, ball one. 6:08 first pitch and 73 degrees here from Palooza Park at Arnold Field. A slight wind is blowing out to straightaway center field. The 1-0 pitch on the way, and that's taken outside, ball two. Arnold heavy with the fastball and the slider. He does have a changeup. He'll throw it to left-handers more than he will right-handed hitters as they play Bishop. Straight away, here's the 2-0 pitch, and that's high and away, ball three. Arnold is 2-1 in 3 starts against the Stockade this year. His last one, the Stompers won that game 14-4. He went 7 innings. Here's his 3-0, and a 4-pitch walk opens the night to Cody Bishop. So Arnold some trouble finding the strike zone here to open the ball game tonight as Johnny Knight will hit. He's batting .333 with 3 home runs and 9 runs batted in. They pinch up the middle for a double play with the wind blowing to straightaway center. Just underway here tonight. The first pitch tonight is on the ground left side and through the hole for a base hit. So the first strike that Arnold throws, it's banged into left field for a hit, and just like that, first and second with nobody out. First of 5 this week here tonight at home. Two of the 5 at home tonight and tomorrow night. Defensively for the Stompers, it's Rob DeAngelis in left, Matt Hibbert in center, Miles Williams in right. Quitzer and Romero on the left side of the infield, Barrios and Barfield on the right side, with Molinari behind the plate as Canella stands in, the left fielder for Salina, and he takes high, ball one. Canella batting at .244, 9 home runs, 33 runs batted in, and an early mound visit from Daniel Molinari as he goes out to have a quick conversation with Connor Arnold, who taps Molinari on the chest. Molinari taps him on the backside. The 4-pitch walk to Cody Bishop opened the ball game, and then he grooved one in on the first pitch to Johnny Knight, and he banged it in the left field for a base hit. The count's 1 ball and no strikes on Cosimo Canella. The 1-0 from Arnold, and that slider is fouled back to the screen. A big swing out of Canella. His eyes got big as the slider came in on the middle inside part of the plate. 1-1 the count, right-handed hitter at the plate. Zutenhorst, the cleanup man, is on deck. They pinch for the double play, and they play straight away in the outfield. Arnold looks a second twice. Now the 1-1 pitch, and Canella lines it to left. D'Angelo's going over. He won't get there. That's down and all the way to the wall. Bishop around third. He's going to come to the plate. The throw's going to go to third base, and it is in time, says Reichel Meyer. Our field umpire is Chris Quitzer. Puts the tag down on Johnny Knight for the first down of the ball game. It is an RBI single for Cosimo Canella as the run came in to score. It's 1-0 Stockade. And Johnny Knight has thrown out 7-6-5 on the first out of the ball game. Here's the left-hander, Taylor Zutenhorst. Open stance, first pitch from Arnold is rolled foul, first base side. No balls and a strike on Zutenhorst, batting at .250. 2 home runs, 9 runs batted in. He is the manager now ever since Chuck Rocker was sent over to San Rafael. The 0-1 on the way, and that's outside to Zutenhorst, 1-1. Ron Adams behind the plate calling balls and strikes tonight. Gary Reichel-Meyer in the field, and he's already been active on that play over at third base, calling Johnny Knight out on the relay. It's 1-1. Here's the pitch from Arnold, and Zutenhorst takes outside ball 2. So Arnold really no groove here in the first inning. He started the season 4-0. He's 5-5. Big lead for Canella. He goes, and the pitch is lined into short right center field. That's a base hit. Canella slides into second base. Williams picks it up, so with Canella not knowing where the baseball went, he's going to have to stay at second. It could have easily gone first to third as he had second base stolen easily off of Arnold. He just kept shuffling and shuffling off the first base bag. Arnold never looked at him. So back-to-back-to-back singles here in the first inning. First and second and 1 out for Omar Artson. Stockade who come in having lost 3 in a row. First pitch to Artson is down low. At this point, the Stockade can only play spoiler, but they can't really spoil the Stompers this year, who have already clinched a spot to the playoff series in first place. They can put a hurt on the confidence, though. That's what they're trying to do here in the first inning, leading 1-0. And the 1-0 slider is swung on and missed. Good one there from Arnold. It started on the outer third of the plate and just kept breaking away from Artson, the right-handed hitter. 269, 2 home runs, 26 runs batted in for Artson, the shortstop, right-handed hitter. 1-1 the count, 2 on and 1 out. The pitch from Arnold. Fouled off at home plate. 1 ball and 2 strikes the count. Already 1 run in for the Stockade on the Canella RBI single to left. He's at second. Zutenhorst at first. Hibbert in center field. Shades toward right center against Artson, the right-handed hitter. Arnold working from the first base side of the rubber. He looks to second. The 1-2 on the way, and that is hit softly on the ground to second. Barrios fields to go to second for 1. Romero to first. Not in time. Zutenhorst forced out at second base for the second out. Now they're at the corners for Ryan Rodriguez. 231 average, 2 home runs, 15 RBIs for Rodriguez. An early 1-0 Salina lead here in the top of the first. Trying to extend that lead out. The Stompers trailed 3-0 on Saturday night, and we all know how that one ended up. So deficits really nothing on the forefront of the mind of these Stomper hitters offensively. Just trying to get there, and the runner goes from first. The pitch is taken down low. The throw to second base is late. They'll throw back to third, and Canella's back in standing. Omar Artson has second base stolen. Pedro Barrios, the second baseman covering, was keeping a close eye on Canella. The pitch was low for ball 1, and Barrios knew the throw was going to be late, so he stepped off the bag at second and kept Canella from scoring over at third base. So second and third and 2 out. The 1-0 pitch to Rodriguez, and that is high and tight underneath the hands with a fastball. 2 balls and no strikes. Arnold in his last start struggled mightily. That was on the 13th. It was at Napa. 9-1 was the final in that game. The 2-0 was on the ground to second. Barrios ranging to his left in short right field. He'll throw to first, and that'll end the inning. A nice play by Pedro Barrios showing off the range over at second base. So the Stockade get a run on the Cosimo Canella RBI single. It's 1-0. We go to the Stomper half of the first. Ghana, Barfield, DeAngelis, and the rest of the Stomper lineup when we come back right here on Sonoma TV and on the Stompers Radio Network.
We would like to thank our community partners: Tina Schoen Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty, Sonoma Hills Retirement Community, and
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
And social media support is provided by Word Mice.
North Bay Credit Union is proud to be part of Sonoma County's home team. We're your progressive alternative to big banks, delivering a full roster of great banking services, but at much lower costs. Our lineup always hits it out of the park. Auto loans, home loans, manufactured home loans, and 100% free checking that pays you back. We're equally proud to support lots of local groups, including the Sonoma Stompers, because that's what neighbors do. We're the home of league-leading Kasasa Checking. Kasasa Checking is better than free. It pays you, and you choose how you want to be rewarded. Bonus dividends on your deposits, or cash back on your debit card purchases. And Kasasa makes any ATM a free ATM. It's easy to switch to Kasasa in just minutes at northbaycu.com. Our convenient branches are just a short stop from anywhere, including our newest Sonoma Valley and Rohnert Park locations. Don't let banks throw curveballs at your budget with high rates and foul fees. Count on North Bay Credit Union to save you money every day. Learn more at northbaycu.com or call 707-584-0384. Loans subject to approval. Details at northbaycu.com.
Bottom of the first inning, 1-0 Stockade. Ben Herrick takes the mound. And here's the lineup he'll face, put out by Zach Pace and presented by Sotheby's International Realty. Nick Gatta leads things off. He's the DH here tonight. Jacob Barfield bats second. He's at first base. Rob DeAngelis hits third and left. The cleanup man is Chris Quitzer at third. He's bumped down to the cleanup spot tonight with Brent Gillespie getting the night off. Miles Williams bats fifth in right field. Pedro Barrios at second base hits sixth. Daniel Molinari catches tonight and bats seventh. Rayson Romero at shortstop will bat eighth. And Matt Hibbert hits ninth in center field against Ben Herrick, the left-hander. He's 3-4 with an ERA of 6.5. 50 innings, 46 runs, 39 earned. He's allowed 70 hits in those 54 innings. Good strikeout to walk ratio, 43 Ks and 33 walks. Make that 13 walks. 6-foot left-hander from Mill Valley, local guy, College of Marin, Sonoma State. So, went to college in the area. He'll face Ghana, Barfield, DeAngelis, Quitzer, Williams, Barrios, Molinari, Romero, and Hibbert. Very close to the lineup that put up 30 the other night. In fact, almost everybody got in that game offensively. DeAngelis and Williams scheduled days off, so they did not get into that game, but everybody had a hit. Everybody scored a run. In fact, everybody in that game had 2 hits except for Molinari, who came in late, but he did walk, score, and drive in a run on a base hit. So here's the first pitch to Nick Gatta. He takes a little bit high and off the outside corner. 1 ball and no strikes. Gatta, second in average 353, and he's got a 540 on-base percentage. That leads the league. Left-handed hitter at the plate. Here's the 1-0 on the way from Herrick, and Gatta takes high ball 2. Herrick against the Stompers 1-1. his last start on August 8th. He got the win, and the Stockade won that game 6-5. It's the last time they beaten the Stompers this year. Just 12 days ago. Here's the 2-0 pitch to Gata, and he takes a fastball in the outer half for strike one. In that game, Herrick went 6 innings, allowed 4 runs on 6 hits. He struck out 7 and walked just 1. So there's an example of that strikeout to walk ratio, 43-13. Here's his 2-1 pitch. Gata squares around, drops it down left side. Herrick off the mound. He'll field. The throw to first is wide. Nick Gata will go to second base on the throwing error, and it goes out of play. So Gata is going to stay at second, and the Stompers have a runner in scoring position and nobody out to lead off the ball game. An error on Ben Herrick, and that brings Jacob Barfield to the plate. .295 average for Jacob Barfield. That's way up there as he has raised that batting average here this year. 19 home runs. That's tied with Nick Aiken Sr. for the league lead. And 45 runs batted in for Barfield. He will hit with Gata at second base and nobody out. Bottom of the first. Stompers trying to tie this thing up. First pitch to Barfield. Breaking ball hit high to left and won't even make it to left. It's just going to go out to deep short. Arnson makes the catch, and Barfield, first pitch swinging, gets underneath it, and it didn't leave the infield. So here's Rob DeAngelis. So an unproductive at-bat for Jacob Barfield as he can't move Gata to third. DeAngelis will try and do that here. And at second, 1 out. DeAngelis hitting .272. Left on left here, DeAngelis against Herrick. Left-hander at the belt. He looks out to second base. Here's the first pitch, and DeAngelis takes a breaking ball across the outer half for strike one. So the Stompers in their last game went 16 for 21 with men in scoring position in one game. At the start of the month, they were 22 for 89. That's a .247 average. The 0-1 to DeAngelis taken in the dirt. That skips past Kozak, and Nick Gata will go to third on the wild pitch. So man at third and 1 out. The count's 1-1. So to start the month, a .247 average with runners in scoring position. In their last 3 games, 23 for 38. That's an average of .605. So they've been knocking the runs in here in the last 3 ball games. Gata's at third base, 1 out. Now a ground ball ties the game off the bat of DeAngelis. The corners will play in. The 1-1 pitch on the way, and DeAngelis hits it foul down the left field line. Defensively for Salina, Canelo, Bishop, Knight, outfield left to right. Ulande and Arnson on the left side. Sheeks and Rodriguez on the right side, and Eric Kozak behind the plate tonight. Or Ben Herrick, who right now has a 1-0 lead, but a man at third and 1 out. 1-2 on DeAngelis. Herrick from the stretch is 1-2. DeAngelis is down on strikes off speed pitch. So in from a man on second and nobody out to a runner on third and 2 outs as Chris Quitzer will come to the plate. Quitzer drove in 5 runs in that ball game the other night, including his first triple of the season to dead center. Gata at third base, 2 out. Quitzer at the plate, hitting .322. First pitch on the outside corner, strike 1. Third in the league in RBIs is Chris Quitzer with 53 of them. He's got 8 home runs this year. Trying to get Gata home from third with 2 out. The shortstop Artson shaded up the middle. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and he takes in the dirt a breaking ball. 1-1. San Rafael hosts Napa here tonight. That game scheduled to start in a couple of minutes at 6:30. Vallejo with the night off, so San Rafael with a 3-game lead for second place. They can pick up half a game tonight. Here comes Gata to the plate, and the throw is in time. Ben Herrick, the left-hander on the mound with his back to third base. Gata tries to steal home plate, and Gata thought he got underneath the tag as he's still sitting on his backside at home plate. So that ends the inning. Stompers cannot score. We go to the second inning. It's 1-0 Stockade.
We would like to thank our community partners: Tina Schoen, Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty, Sonoma Hills Retirement Community, and
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
And social media support is provided by Word Mice.
Stompers Baseball is brought to you in part by Sonoma Clean Power. As your local public electricity provider, we source clean energy from renewable resources, geothermal, water, wind, solar, and biomass. And we deliver that power to residents and businesses throughout Sonoma and Mendocino counties. At Sonoma Clean Power, we're invested in the communities we live and work in. We deliver services that enhance quality of life through competitive pricing, improved air quality, and energy efficiency. By changing the way residents source energy, we're able to deliver customer programs that make a difference in everyone's life. Powered by innovative thinking, Sonoma Clean Power was formed to provide a choice beyond for-profit investor-owned utilities, in our case, PG&E. Today, Sonoma Clean Power, or SCP, is a model for community choice programs throughout California. By providing higher percentages of renewable energy that reduce greenhouse gas emissions, our customers are helping solve the climate crisis at a local level.
Eric Kozak will lead things off in the top of the second inning. 1-0 Salina. Nick Gata thrown out trying to steal home plate to end the bottom of the first inning, and Kozak swings and misses. The first pitch from Connor Arnold. The count is 0-1. That was pitch number 20 for Arnold. It's Kozak, Ulande, Sheiks, 7, 8, and 9, bottom third of the order. Or the Stockade here in the top of the second inning. Arnold's 0-1 pitch on the way, and that's a broken bat bloop into short right field. It's going to fall in no man's land for a leadoff single. Fourth hit against Arnold in the ball game is an 0-1 slider, and Kozak got just enough wood on it, and that one died a hero. So here is Kyle Ulande back in a Salina uniform. He started the season in a Salina uniform and then went to San Rafael. Now back with the Stockade, batting at 159. Does have a home run. He's driven in 7. Kozak at first, a very short lead, and Arnold's first pitch is inside to Kyle Ulande. 1 ball and no strikes. From the belt, the right-hander deals, and his 1-0 pitch is rolled foul along third. Ulande checks his bat now and makes sure that it's okay. It is. Just 6 games left in the regular season, and postseason tickets are up, and you can get them now, and they're going quickly. The 1-1 pitch is at the knees, a fastball from Arnold for strike 2. So make sure you get yours now. You can go to StompersBaseball.com to purchase those postseason tickets, as the Stompers have 1 home game guaranteed next Friday, August 30th. A long pause for Arnold. Here's his 1-2, and that is hit high to left. DeAngelis goes back on it. He's at the track, and he'll watch it fly as Ulande hits it off the scoreboard in left center field, and it's 3-0 on Ulande's second home run of the season. Two-run home run for Kyle Ulande. 3-0 Stockade, and for Connor, Arnold finds himself in a hole, and the 10th home run he has given up this year. So here's Aaron Sheeks, the 9-hitter. 3-0 ball game now. He's hitting 171 with a home run and 5 runs batted in. The first pitch from Arnold is a fastball and a swing and a miss. Fastball tailing from the inner half in towards the chalk on the batter's box. From the windup, here's the 0-1 pitch. Chopped on the ground, left side. Quitzer will charge. He'll field on the infield grass, and he'll throw across to Barfield for the first out. One away and back to the top of the lineup for Cody Bishop. Bishop walked and scored in the first inning. Walked on 4 straight pitches to open the ball game. Scored on the hit by Canella. So it's 3-0 in the top of the second. Lefty at the plate. Arnold's first pitch, and Bishop cues it over toward the Stockade dugout. 0-1 the count. The 0-1 from Arnold is a little bit outside. Off that outside black, says Ron Adams, and the count evens up at 1-1. The 1-1 to Bishop is lined softly into right center field, a base hit. So Connor Arnold, who's struggling tonight, and he has really struggled since July started. Since the end of June, in which he went 4-0, in 7 starts, he is 1-5. Since the end of June. The only win was against the Stockade on July 25th. Got a no decision against the Silverados as he spins and throws to first here, but 1-5 since the beginning of July. Johnny Knight, the right-handed hitter at the plate. Bishop leads from first with 1 out. The first pitch, a slider on the outside corner. Knight singled his first time up and then was thrown out at third, trying to go first to third on a base hit. No balls, 1 strike. Barfield holds on the runner at first, the 0-1 pitch, and that breaking ball's in the dirt. Shadows all across the infield. Everybody in the shadows except for Jacob Barfield over at first base, and where Cody Bishop leads off. The 1-1 on its way, and Knight rolls it foul along third. Rob DeAngelis in left is in some shadow. The top of those shadows reach out towards center field, but Matt Hibbert still in the bright sunshine along with Miles Williams in right field. Top of the second, 3-0 Stompers trail. Here's the 1-2, and Knight will foul off another slider from Arnold. Back to the netting, and the count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. Couple of days off for the Stompers. Sunday and Monday. 2-dayer. Hibbert takes a couple of steps to his left in center field. Now is spinning a throwback to first base, and it's not in time. Knight at the plate in a 1-2 count. Canella on deck. From the stretch, Arnold's 1-2 pitch, and that misses low and away. Gillespie, the only left-hander off the bench here tonight. Kern and Butcher both get the night off after they both started Saturday night's game. The 2-2 on the way, and that fastball skips in the dirt. The count's full on Johnny Knight. We may see Bishop take off here. With Canella on deck, the big right-handed hitter. He drove in the first run of the ball game for the Stockade. Bishop leads from first. The payoff pitch on the way, and that's chopped high on the ground, left side. Quitzer from third. He'll leap for one, go to second for one, and the throw back to first is not in time. So Quitzer moving to his left, had to leap high in the 5-6 hole to bring it down. He goes 5-4 to retire Bishop for the second out of the inning, and Johnny Knight reaches on a fielder's choice as he took a tumble after hitting the first base bag, and he may have even caught a piece of the foot of Jacob Barfield, who immediately after the fact, after receiving the throw from Barrios, the second baseman, got up and asked if Knight was okay. So here's Canella at the plate. The first pitch from Arnold is inside, 1 ball and no strikes. Right-hander at the belt, his 1-0 pitch on the way, and Canella shoots it in the air to shallow right. Williams comes on. It'll one-hop, and he'll hold on to it. Thought about throwing to first, but Canella gets there in time. First and second for the Stockade for Taylor Zutenhorst. 3 hits in the first inning against Arnold, 4 hits in this inning. Lefty at the plate, he singled softly to right center field his first time against Arnold. Right-hander's first pitch, and Zutenhorst takes inside. One ball and no strikes to count. Zutenhorst singled and then was forced out 4-6. The 1-0. Top softly along first, foul. 1 ball, 1 strike on Zutenhorst, the designated hitter. 1 in the first inning on the Canella RBI single, 2 this inning on the Kyle Ulande 2-run home run. Arnold's 1-1 pitch, and that's rolled foul along first, 1-2. Arnold, who was the pitcher of the month in the league in June, going 4-0 with a sub-2 ERA. He's ahead of Zutenhorst 1-2. The left-hander Molinari sets the target. The pitch on the way, and that fastball is high and away. And that's exactly where Molinari wanted it as he set the target high and maybe a little further out than he wanted it, but he did want it up to try and get Zutenhorst to chase. Arnold looks to second, the 2-2 on the way, and Zutenhorst rolls it foul up first. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. 2 on, and of course we're here in inning number 2. Zutenhorst back in the box. Knight's at second, Canella's at first. The 2-2 pitch again, and that is swung on and missed. First strikeout of the ball game for Connor Arnold. He gets Zutenhorst on a high fastball. Salina scores twice more here in the top of the second inning. Kyle Ulande's second home run of the season will go to the stopper half of the second. Quitzer, Williams, and Barrios do up.
North Bay Credit Union is proud to be part of Sonoma County's home team. We're your progressive alternative to big banks, delivering a full roster of great banking services, but at much lower costs. Our lineup always hits it out of the park. Auto loans, home loans, manufactured home loans, and 100% free checking that pays you back. We're equally proud to support lots of local groups, including the Sonoma Stompers, because that's what neighbors do. We're the home of league-leading Kasasa Checking. Kasasa Checking is better than free. It pays you, and you choose how you want to be rewarded. Bonus dividends on your deposits, or cash back on your debit card purchases. And Kasasa makes any ATM a free ATM. It's easy to switch to Kasasa in just minutes at northbaycu.com. Our convenient branches are just a short stop from anywhere, including our newest Sonoma Valley and Rohnert Park locations. Don't let banks throw curveballs at your budget with high rates and foul fees. Count on North Bay Credit Union to save you money every day. Learn more at northbaycu.com or call 707-584-0384. Loans subject to approval. Details at northbaycu.com.
Chris Quincer will lead it off for the Stompers. He was at the plate when Nick Gata was thrown out at the plate trying to steal home in the bottom of the first inning. So Quincer gets a new count and a clean slate there in the second inning. Quincer, Williams, and Barrios 4, 5, and 6. Quincer hitting fourth with Brent Gillespie getting the night off tonight. Quincer, 322 average, 8 home runs, 53 runs batted in. They shift over on the left side of the infield. Arntzen, the shortstop, is playing almost right up the middle. First pitch to Quincer. He squares around and pops the bunt up. And out of play. Ulande, the third baseman, shifted over in the 5-6 hole and deep. And, well, he took 2 steps in, but he's still deep in that 5-6 hole. We'll see if Quincer tries to do it again. We've seen him do it once this year. Lay down a bunt. I mean, he could bunt it 80 feet up the third baseline and still be safe. Ulande not the most nimble at third. Here's the 0-1 on the way, and Quincer fouls it in and out of the glove of Eric Kozak. A fastball lettered high, and it's 0-2. So that eliminates the threat of the bunt now as Ulande backs up over there in the 5-6 hole at third. Quincer in a hole. Herrick, the left-hander, working from the third base side of the rubber. His 0-2 pitch coming, and Quincer fouls a breaking ball out of play. So they're underway over in Sanderfeld, top of the first inning. They just started. No score just yet. The Pacific's hosting the Silverados. Another 0-2 pitch on the way from Herrick, and Quincer chases a breaking ball in the dirt. Couple of strikeouts for Herrick in the game, and one away in the second. He struck out 7 last time he faced the Stompers and walked just 1. He's allowed just 1 hit. Struck out a pair. So here's Williams as they're going to shift on him as well. The second baseman, Aaron Sheeks, is going to go play right up the middle. Or deep on the left side of the infield. Not the overshift quite on Williams as he takes off the outside corner 1-0. Sheeks still 2 steps to the second base side of the bag. 1 ball in, no strikes the count. Here's the pitch on the way from Herrick. And Williams fouls it into the glove of Kozak, 1-1. Bishop in center field is playing 2 steps off of straightaway toward left center. Canella is deep in left. 3-0 Stompers trail, bottom of the second inning. The 1-1 pitch on the way. Williams takes off the outside corner. Look like a changeup from Herrick. 2-1 the count. Barrios waits on deck. Stompers trying to come from behind again. The 2-1. Fouled off of Kozak and maybe got a piece of Ron Adams behind the plate. Trailed 3-0 before they broke the record the other night on Saturday night. Williams in a 2-2 count. Here's the pitch from Herrick. Swung on and missed strike 3. Changeup pulled the string and back-to-back-to-back strikeouts going back to the first inning. Or Herrick. All of them swinging, so that tells you that he's got good stuff tonight. If a lot of them were looking, you'd want to think that maybe the Stompers were taking borderline pitches for strike 3, but that's not the case. All 3 strikeouts swinging for Herrick. Base is empty and 2 away for Pedro Barrios, batting at .292. First pitch from Herrick. Breaking ball floats too high above the letters. To Barrios, 1-0. The right-handed hitting second baseman. Barrios starting at second for just the 5th time this year. He takes high here, 2-0. Barfield tonight at first base, just his 7th start at first. The 2-0 on the way to Barrios. He takes on the inner half, a fastball from Herrick, 2-1. The best offense in the league, the Stompers against arguably the worst. These teams are 1-2 in home runs, though. Stompers have hit 23 more than the Stockade, though, as the 2-1 pitch is taken in the dirt. The Stompers with 105 home runs. Stockade with 82, and they're in second place in the Pacific Association in that category. The 3-1 on the way, and Barrios takes outside ball 4. First walk issued by Herrick, a 2-out walk. This is really where the Stompers do their damage with 2 outs. 30 runs the other night, 14 of them came with 2 outs. And in that 11-run 8th inning, 8 of them came with 2 outs. So they can score with 2 outs. They know how to do it, and here's Daniel Molinari. Molinari pinch hit late in that ball game. And Brent Gillespie's spot, he worked a walk, scored, and got an RBI single in Saturday night's game off the bench. And came in to play some left field. Herrick from the stretch, he'll throw over to first. Barrios at first. With 12 stolen bases on the season. Team doesn't run a lot. Long pause, and now time is called. Molinari wants time at the plate. Molinari hitting .261, a pair of home runs, and 15 runs batted in. Here's the first pitch in the slide step. A fastball in the inner half for strike 1. So Herrick doing a good job keeping Barrios at first. He throws over, and then the slide step. Coming to the plate quickly. Left-hander set at the belt. He's staring right at Barrios. A long pause, and now time called again. And Herrick steps off the back of the rubber and looks in frustrated. Left-hander set once again, the 0-1, and Molinari takes strike 2 on the inner half. Both fastballs. Molinari's taken both, and he's in a whole 0-2. Runner at first and 2 out after the walk. Let's see if Herrick pulls that changeup out again on 0-2. The pitch, and Molinari takes ball 1. One ball and 2 strikes on Molinari, the right-handed hitting catcher. The 1-2 on the way. Oh, that's up near the chin as he ducks out of the way. Just did get out of the way of the 1-2 pitch. Slight breeze to center. Herrick at the belt, looking toward first. The 2-2. Hit in the air softly into shallow right. On comes the right fielder, Knight, and it sheiks the second baseman, but that's going to reach the turf. So Molinari is at first base. Barrios goes all the way to third, and the fly ball that could not be caught falls in between Sheiks and Knight, and that's going to be a base hit for Molinari. I don't think it hit the glove of Sheiks. He was going back on it. So was the first baseman, Rodriguez. It was really between Sheiks and Knight in right field, and it didn't touch either fielder's glove. It just fell right between the two of them, so Molinari is going to be gifted a hit. Here comes Romero, the shortstop. Molinari is going to like that. He just found a soft spot right down the right field line. Now they're at the corners with 2 out. Romero batting at 2-0-2. Here's the first pitch, and he takes a breaking ball on the inside corner for strike 1. Romero, who's had that average above the Mendoza line for the first time this year. And he'd like to keep it up there with a hit here, the 0-1, and he fouls it off at the plate. And he may have fouled it off his front foot. As he did, he's going to take a walk halfway up the third baseline. The count is 0-2. Romero has dropped the bat, and he is still reaching down toward that left leg. It may have got him on the shin just below the knee as he reached down and rubbed that spot in his leg. Now he's going to readjust the batting gloves and pick the bat up and take a couple of practice swings. Zach Pace is going to walk down from the third base coach's box, and I don't think Romero even saw him. Ray back in the box in an 0-2 count. Runners at the corners and 2 out. So after back-to-back strikeouts opened the inning, the Barrios walked the Molinari loop single. 0-2, runner goes. The pitch to Romero is on the ground to short. Charging is Artson. He'll throw across the infield. That ends the inning. Stompers threaten but do not score. No runs, 1 hit, 2 left. We'll go to the top of the third. Stompers trail 3-0.
We would like to thank our community partners. Tina Schoen, Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty. Sonoma Hills Retirement Community. And
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
And social media support is provided by Word Mice.
You're a bridge builder, a connector, a people person. You make every moment count, and you know how to count every moment. You know people who are going places, and you help them get there. California's business is your business. You specialize in special, and we specialize in your specialty. No matter what your background is or where you want to go, at Nelson, every day is a great day for a first day. Connect with a Nelson recruiter in your city to start working on putting your next first day on the calendar. Nelson, our talent is finding yours.
3-0 Stockade as we enter the third inning here tonight, and Connor Arnold's first pitch to Omar Arnson is tapped softly along the third baseline, foul. No balls in, 1 strike. Stompers got a pair of 2-out base runners in the bottom of the second inning, but could not score. Just a pair of hits against Ben Herrick tonight. The Salina left-hander. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Connor Arnold to Omar Arnson, and that is across the letters for strike 2. Arnson reached on a fielder's choice solo base and was stranded at second back in the first inning. Arnson, Rodriguez, and Kozak, 5, 6, and 7 hitters. Arnold way ahead, 0-2. Here's the pitch, and Arnson taps it on the ground left side. Quitzer charges. He can't get it, but Romero backing up is there, and the throw to first is not in time. An infield single for Omar Arnson, a high 3-hop chopper on the left side. Quitzer did what he could to try and get it on the short hop on the second bounce. He could not pick it cleanly. In fact, he didn't get any of it, and Romero, the shortstop, was right behind him in a good spot, backing him up. But Arnson too quick. He has an infield single, and here's Ryan Rodriguez. So just one batter into the third inning, and that's the 8th hit that Arnold has allowed. First pitch to Rodriguez, way inside with a fastball. 1 ball in, no strikes. 3-0 Stockade here in the third. They'll play for a double play up the middle. Barfield will hold on. Arnson at first. He has a pretty decent lead. A spin and a throw back, and they have him picked off. Arnson was leaning towards second base. Arnold picks him off of first for the first out here in the third. And he was dead to rights. Right when Arnold spun to throw, Arnson took a half step towards second and kind of went, uh-oh. Then the dive back, and the throw was in plenty of time as Barfield applied the tag for the first out. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Here's the pitch from Arnold to Rodriguez, and that slider is high. 2-0 on Ryan Rodriguez, and Ron Adams, I think he's got something in his eye. Well, he's okay. Stepped out from behind the plate and just rubbed that right eye, and he got it. The count's 2-0. Here's the pitch from Arnold. Rodriguez taps it straight back behind home plate, 2-1. Arnold trying to get back on track and get himself into the conversation of possibly starting one of the playoff games for the Stompers this year, as his 2-1 is a broken back grounder to third. Quitzer can't handle it. Was not hit all that hard. That's going to be an error by Quitzer at third base. 3-hopper, and it just handcuffed him. He got it off the heel of the glove and just never found it in the webbing. So an E5 with 1 out. And here's Eric Kozak. And on a night like tonight where Ben Herrick is pitching very well and the Stomper bats just have not come around really the first time through the order, those are the plays that hurt you in the long run. The first pitch to Kozak is a fastball and a swing and a miss. Especially for a guy like Arnold on the mound who has struggled in the first 2 innings, really needing to trust his defense, just striking out 1 here tonight. He gets a ground ball and then an error, and that just depletes the confidence as his 0-1 is high. Then you feel all this pressure on the mound, thinking that you have to do it yourself. Try and get too fine, and that's where you start to lose the control even more. His 1-1 pitch. Kozak takes the slider in the dirt. Molinari has it squared away to his right, but staying at first base is Ryan Rodriguez. 2 balls and 1 strike to count on Kozak, the catcher. He singled and scored in the second. Scored on the Kyle Ulande home run. He's on deck. 2-1 the count. A man at first, 1 out. Arnold a long pause. Now the pitch. Kozak shoots it foul off to the right. Two balls, 2 strikes on the catcher, right-handed hitter. Barrios and Romero. Play up the middle for a double play. Arnold's 2-2 on the way, and that slider is taken high, and it squirts in and out of the glove of Daniel Molinari. That's going to be a pass ball. The count's full on Kozak, now with a man at second after the pass ball. It was a slider high, and Molinari reached up, and it just went in and out of the webbing of the glove. 3-2. Rodriguez at second with one out. Hibbert shades toward right center. Barrios will keep him close. Arnold looks back to second. Now the payoff pitch, and Kozak fouls it in and out of the glove of Daniel Molinari. He couldn't squeeze that one either. Count remains full. Arnold from the stretch will look to second. The payoff pitch one more time, and the fastball is high. He allowed the single to Omar Arntzen to open the inning, and then he picked him off first base. Then he got a ground ball to third. Quinzer committed the error. And then a 7-pitch walk to Eric Kozak. Kyle Ulande is the hitter with first and second and one out. He had a 2-run home run his first time up off the scoreboard in left center field. Banged right off where it says inning. Right-handed hitter at the plate. Arnold looks to second. The first pitch. Slider taken off the outside part of the plate. A good pitch. Ulande started the swing, and he was able to hold up. Homered on a 1-2 count. His first time at the plate. From the belt, the 1-0. Big swing and a miss. A high fastball. Arnold threw it right by him for strike one. He's looking for a ground ball here to get him out of the inning. An error and a walk. That put men at first and second. Kozak and Rodriguez, the base runners, in the top of the third. The 1-1 on the way, and that is hit on the ground left side. Quinzer will field. He'll go to second for one. Barrios to first. 5, 4, 3, and Arnold is out of the inning. No runs on one hit, one error, and one left. We go to the last of the third. 9-1-2. Stomper bats trying to come alive, trailing 3-0.
We would like to thank our community partners: Tina Schoen, Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty, Sonoma Hills Retirement Community, and
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
And social media support is provided by Word Mice.
North Bay Credit Union is proud to be part of Sonoma County's home team. We're your progressive alternative to big banks, delivering a full roster of great banking services, but at much lower costs. Our lineup always hits it out of the park. Auto loans, home loans, manufactured home loans, and 100% free checking that pays you back. We're equally proud to support lots of local groups, including the Sonoma Stompers, because that's what neighbors do. We're the home of league-leading Kasasa Checking. Kasasa Checking is better than free. It pays you, and you choose how you want to be rewarded. Bonus dividends on your deposits, or cash back on your debit card purchases. And Kasasa makes any ATM a free ATM. It's easy to switch to Kasasa in just minutes at northbaycu.com. Our convenient branches are just a short stop from anywhere, including our newest Sonoma Valley and Rohnert Park locations. Don't let banks throw curveballs at your budget with high rates and foul fees. Count on North Bay Credit Union to save you money every day. Learn more at northbaycu.com or call 707-584-0384. Loans subject to approval. Details at northbaycu.com.
Bottom of the third inning, 9-1-2. Hibbert Ghana and Barfield. Stockade held off the board for the first time against Arnold here in the top of the third inning. Against Herrick in the game, the Stompers have a pair of hits, one in each inning and a walk, and are 0 for 3 with men in scoring position to start the ball game tonight. Matt Hibbert will try and turn things around offensively here to open the bottom of the third. Napa is at San Rafael tonight. The Pacific's trying to extend their lead in second place over the Vallejo Admirals, and the Pacific's lead the Silverados 1-0 in the top of the second. Matt Hibbert in the box against Ben Herrick, the left-hander from the windup, his first pitch to open the inning, and Hibbert takes on the outside corner, strike one. Nothing in one to count. The left-hander deals to Hibbert, and he tanks across the middle of the plate, strike two. I don't know if they're having a problem seeing the ball out of the hand of Herrick here tonight, or what they're struggling with. Hibbert's not the first stopper to take 0-2 and take a fastball right down the middle, and now he watches a breaking ball right down the middle for strike three. 4 strikeouts for Herrick in the ball game and 1 away in the bottom of the third. Just not seeing it, apparently. Here's Ghana. He singled and went to second on a throwing error by Herrick in the bottom of the first inning. Then he was caught trying to steal home. He takes a fastball high and in here for ball one. He was at third base with 2 out, and with Herrick, the left-hander, on the mound working out of the stretch, he had his back to Ghana, and he thought, why not? And he was thrown out by a wide margin. He takes strike one on the outside corner, a fastball from Herrick. The count's even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Ghana, the left-hander, has one of the 2 hits for the Stompers in the game. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And he takes right down the middle, strike 2. They must be having a hard time seeing it from Herrick tonight. I don't know what it is, what else it could be. Here's the 1-2. Ghana takes a breaking ball off the inside part of the plate. Just did miss off that inside black. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count. Left-hander at the plate with nobody on and 1 out. Bottom of the third inning. 3-0 Stockade. Here's the 2-2 pitch, and Ghana swings and fouls it straight back. Still 2-2 with Jacob Barfield on deck. The other 2-2 on the way, and Ghana takes in the dirt, and the count is full. 75 walks on the season for Nick Ghana, chasing Zach Pace, who had 84. That's the record in a single season. Of course, that came in an 80-game season. The payoff pitch on the way, and Ghana breaks his bat on a slow roller to second. Sheeks will field. He throws the first for out number 2. Base is empty and 2 away, and Jacob Barfield, who popped up to short. His first time up against Herrick, he'll bat and try and get something started here in the third. Second time through the order against Herrick. Barfield, the right-handed hitter with 19 home runs. That's tied with Nick Aiken Sr. He could take the lead. The league lead in home runs tonight, potentially. The first pitch from Herrick, and Barfield takes a tailing fastball outside 1-0. Barfield, the righty, at the plate. Second baseman Sheeks pulled up the middle. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and the curveball is taken on the outside corner, 1-1. They play him deep on the left side. Big hole on the right side of the infield. A routine ground ball to second would be a base hit for Barfield. Here's the 1-1, and he fouls a fastball straight back to the screen. He was on it there. Just did get underneath it, 1-2. Barfield readjusts the batting gloves. Now he'll step back in the box. It'd be interesting to see if and when he calls time during this at bat. Left-hander out of the windup, his 1-2. Barfield takes slow. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fastball missed from Herrick there. Straight away in the outfield against Barfield. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. A change-up from Herrick. 5th strikeout of the ball game for Ben Herrick. The Stompers go down in order here in the 3rd. A pair of strikeouts. We're through 3. It's the Stockade 3, the Stompers nothing.
We would like to thank our community partners: Tina Schoen Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty, Sonoma Hills Retirement Community, and
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
And social media support is provided by Word Mice.
Stompers Baseball is brought to you in part by Sonoma Clean Power. As your local public electricity provider, we source clean energy from renewable resources, geothermal, water, wind, solar, and biomass. And we deliver that power to residents and businesses throughout Sonoma and Mendocino counties. At Sonoma Clean Power, we're invested in the communities we live and work in. We deliver services that enhance quality of life through competitive pricing, improved air quality, and energy efficiency. By changing the way residents source energy, we're able to deliver customer programs that make a difference in everyone's life. Powered by innovative thinking, Sonoma Clean Power was formed to provide a choice beyond for-profit investor-owned utilities, in our case, PG&E. Today, Sonoma Clean Power, or SCP, is a model for community choice programs throughout California. By providing higher percentages of renewable energy that reduce greenhouse gas emissions, our customers are helping solve the climate crisis at a local level.
Aaron Sheeks leads off for Salina in the top of the 4th inning, 9-1-2 against Arnold, who stranded a pair of runners in the 3rd inning, and his first pitch to Sheeks here is a little bit low off that outside corner. 1 ball and no strikes. Got a 5-4-3 double play to end the 3rd. Here's his 1-0, and Sheeks is tardy on the fastball, 1-1. Ben Herrick, first 3 innings, he's just been carving up the Stomper hitters left and right. 5 strikeouts for him, 2 hits against him, and a 1-2-3 third. Here's the 1-1 from Arnold. And Cheeks hits a topper over the mound, left side. Romero will charge. He can't field the bare hand. That's going to be a base hit. Not a lot of hard contact against Connor Arnold in the game, but that is the 9th hit against him. And another leadoff base runner. That is the 4th inning in a row. All 4 innings tonight, the Stockade have had a man on to lead off the inning. 3 of those innings were base hits. So Cody Bishop bats with a man at first, nobody out. Left-handed hitter. Leading from first is Sheeks after the infield single. The first pitch from Arnold from the slide step, and the fastball is fouled out of play off to the left. Bishop walked in, scored in the first. He singled in the second. Then he was forced out at second base for the second out of that inning. Sheeks a very short lead over at first, and Arnold will spin and throw that way. He had maybe a 4-foot lead. Still a very short lead over at first, and Arnold from the belt Nothing in one. Bishop takes, a little bit off that inside corner. It did look inside. Arnold wanted the call, but with how seldom he's been hitting the strike zone consistently, he's just not going to get that call as the 1-1 is tapped foul up the third base line, 1-2. One ball and 2 strikes to count on Bishop. Left-hander awaits. They're straight away in the outfield against him. Arnold peeks over the shoulder. Now the 1-2, and Bishop pops it up and out of play off to the left. Stompers after tonight, 5 games left to play. We're home tomorrow night. The Admirals are in town, and then on the road Thursday in Napa. That game's at 5:05. Then Friday night in San Rafael at 6:30, an off day Saturday. Then Sunday in Napa at 1 o'clock. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and Bishop takes a slider inside toward the back foot. Then the final regular season game is next Monday. The makeup game from the rain out. So if you're looking at the schedule going, there's no game next Monday. Rain out, we're going to call it. The irrigation game as the 2-2 is drilled to left center. DeAngelis goes over. He's not going to get there, and it caroms off the wall. The relay in is cut off by Romero, and Cody Bishop has a double. The game where the field was too wet to play, let's just put it that way. That game is rescheduled for Monday the 26th. That is here. So the Stompers will end the regular season at home, 6:05 against the Vallejo Admirals. And then it's playoff time. 4 and 3 will play next Wednesday, and then the winner of that plays the 2 seed on Thursday. And then the championship series starts here at Palooza Park at Arnold Field on Friday night at 6:05. Second and third, nobody out for Johnny Knight, and the first pitch is swung on and missed. Stompers gearing up for playoff baseball with 6 games left to play. Trying to get everybody ready, everybody some at-bats. They have the luxury of doing so. The 0-1 pitch tonight. Held out of play, nothing in 2. Knight is 1 for 2, a single. He reached on a fielder's choice as well. Stranded both times. Connor Arnold has him nothing in 2. The single by Sheeks, the infield single, and then the Bishop double split the left center field gap. Way ahead, we'll see if he goes with the slider here as Molinari sets up the 0-2 pitch on the way, and that slider is off the outside corner. Molinari set up low and away. Wanted Arnold to hit that corner. A little too far off there for ball 1. Knight, the right-handed hitter. Second and third, nobody out. The 1-2 on the way. That's inside with a fastball. You have a base open at first, but Canella is on deck, and he is 2 for 2. Arnold still working from the stretch. His 2-2 pitch to Knight on the way, and that's shot foul down the right field line. Still 2-2 on Knight with 3 home runs and 9 runs batted in. Infield's back with nobody out. Sheeks at third, Bishop at second. Another 2-2. A little high above the letters, and the count is full. Canelo waits on deck. No more wind now as the flag laid dormant in dead center. Hibbert in center is shaded toward right center 3 steps. Here's the payoff, and time granted late. So Johnny Knight, after calling time, climbs back in the right-handed batter's box. Connor from the stretch, the payoff pitch on the way. Slider, broken bat on the ground is short. Romero's going to field. He's going to come home with it. Molinari's tag is in time to get Sheeks. "6-2 on the putout for the first out of the inning. Sheeks, who got a late break from third. Bishop on contact was going from second to third, and Sheeks kind of went, uh-oh, he's going, I got to go. Romero saw it out of the corner of his eye. He threw home, and a good throw to Molinari and a good tag put on Sheeks for out number 1. So Knight reaches on the fielder's choice, and now with runners at the corners, a double play ball could get Arnold out of this 4th inning. For the 2nd inning in a row, here's his first pitch to Cannella, and the slider is taken in the dirt. Canella's 2 for 2. He singled home a run back in the 1st inning. That opened the scoring. It's 3-0 Stockade. We're in the top of the 4th. Thinking it's just a matter of time before the Stomper offense gets going. The offense that averages 8.5 runs a game. A game. Here's the 1-0, and the slider is taken above the letters. The runner at first, Knight, started and then put on the brakes. Is 2-0. Two and 0, the count on Cannella. Here's the pitch, and he fouls it straight back to the screen. Two balls and a strike on Cosimo Cannella. Both times, the last 2 pitches, Johnny Knight has bluffed the steal. They're waiting for him to go. Why not? Why wouldn't you go? If you get thrown out, you probably steal a run. Arnold from the belt. Now he'll throw to first, and Knight is back standing up. If they throw down and they get you, Cody Bishop's probably going to score from third and extend the lead. They could put on a play, the Stompers that is, to cut off the throw and throw home. The 2-1, he doesn't go, and Cannella takes high. Or you get thrown out and Bishop doesn't go home, and then, well, you tried. Stockade, who steal more bases than anybody else in the league. Runners at the corners, 1 out. The 3-1 pitch on the way, and Cannella takes high, ball 4. Third walk issued by Arnold. Though not the worst walk, it does load the bases for Zutenhorst, but he is 1 for 2, and he's struck out. He's the only man that Arnold has struck out in the game. And so would you rather face Cannella with 9 home runs and 34 RBIs or Zutenhorst with 2 home runs and 9 RBIs? That's kind of a no-brainer. And now pitching coach Mike Nunez will come out of the dugout and go to the mound. They're in the bottom of the 2nd inning in San Rafael. It's 1-0 Pacifics. And the race for second place is the one to watch right now, with the Pacifics having a 3-game lead over Vallejo for second place. Each of those teams with 6 games left to play. With 5 games left to play. So both of those teams, 5 games left, San Rafael and Vallejo. Stompers the only team with 6 games left to play. That includes tonight. So with 5 left, a 3-game lead, and they're trying to make it 3.5 and really almost put it out of reach. And then you have Napa, who's 4 games out of third place. Now, Napa, who is mathematically eliminated from getting second at this point, but the advantage of maybe leaping over Vallejo for third is you would get a home game in the playoffs. The 3rd seed will host the 4th seed next Wednesday. And then, of course, the winner of that game plays the 2 seed on Thursday. And then the winner of that plays the Stompers in the championship series starting next Friday night. Bases loaded in, 1 out. Zutenhorst to the plate. The left-hander, here's the first pitch from Arnold. Had him out in front with a changeup, and Zutenhorst rolls it over toward the Stomper dugout foul. Bishop, Knight, Canella, your base runners, with one out in the fourth. Stockade have already stranded 5 base runners in the first 3 innings. Probably feeling like they should have more than 3 runs. The 0-1, and Zutenhorst reaches for the changeup and pops it out of play. Arnold has him in a hole 0-2. Zutenhorst and then Arnson to follow. Arnold pitching for a ground ball. Way ahead, 0-2. The pitch on the way. Zutenhorst rolls it back to Arnold on the mound. He's going to go home for one. Molinari to first. 1, 2, 3. Double play, and he gets it for the 2nd inning in a row. Couple of base runners stranded for the Stockade. We go to the home half of the 4th. Stompers chasing 3.
We would like to thank our community partners: Tina Schoen, Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty, Sonoma Hills Retirement Community, and
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
And social media support is provided by Word Mice.
You're a bridge builder, a connector, a people person. You make every moment count, and you know how to count every moment. You know people who are going places, and you help them get there. California's business is your business. You specialize in special, and we specialize in your specialty. No matter what your background is or where you want to go, at Nelson, every day is a great day for a first day. Connect with a Nelson recruiter in your city to start working on putting your next first day on the calendar. Nelson, our talent is finding yours.
Three, 4, 5 hitters for the Stompers as we're on to the bottom of the 4th inning. 48 pitches for Ben Herrick, just 2 hits and 1 walk, and he has struck out 5. For the 2nd inning in a row, Connor Arnold gets help from a double play to get out of a jam. This one started with him. 1, 2, 3, the double play to end the top half of the 4th. So Bram DeAngelis, left-hander at the plate. He struck out against Herrick his first time up. Herrick, who has struck out over half the lineup. Stompers trying to find the bats here in the bottom of the 4th. DeAngelis, Quitzer, Williams, 2 lefties in a row, and then a right-hander against Herrick, who has proved to be tough on left-handers here in this game. Out of the windup he works. The first pitch to DeAngelis on the ground right side, and Rodriguez watching it go off of his chest and into foul territory. DeAngelis on his way to second, and that's a 2-base error. So the Stompers get a little bit of help. An error by Rodriguez at first. Here is Chris Quitzer. Quitzer also struck out his first time against Herrick. Runner in scoring position to open the 4th on the error. Quitzer at least trying to move him over to 3rd. Herrick out of the stretch. He's set at the belt, the first pitch. And Quitzer takes a breaking ball, called a strike on the low outside corner. Stompers over 3, looking for their first hit with men in scoring position tonight. Herrick's 0-1 on the way, and Quitzer hits it right back to Herrick on the mound. He'll look DeAngelis back to second and throw to first. Here's Miles Williams. Struck out his first time against Herrick, so an unproductive out. DeAngelis still at second. Stompers only trailing 3-0. Not that big of a deficit, but just have not been able to put together multiple hits against Herrick. First pitch is outside 1-0. In fact, they only have 2. Got his leadoff bunt single and then a Molinari bloop single. Both which were borderline. Borderline hits, that is. Almost could flip a coin for a hit or an error on both plays. Herrick a long look to second, the 1-0, and Williams takes inside. 2 balls, no strikes the count. Stompers as a team came in hitting .314 with men in scoring position. Miles Williams, .328. Here's the 2-0. Williams chases a changeup low and away, 2-1. A lot of room in right center with which to work for Williams. Bishop in center field, 2 steps toward the left center gap. Sheeks at second, keeping DeAngelis close. DeAngelis is the team leader in stolen bases. He's 19 for 19. Sheeks bouncing in and out. Here's the 2-1, and Williams takes inside ball 3. The Stomper team, well over 87% success rate when stealing bags this year. And if DeAngelis probably won't go here due to the lack of success that they've had against Herrick in the game, but a right-hander is at the plate. There's the 3-1. That's inside and low, and the second walk issued by Herrick. Williams goes down to first, and the Stompers have first and second with 1 out for Pedro Barrios. Barrios has the other walk against Herrick. That came in the second inning. The Stompers had first and third and 2 out and could not score in that second inning. Barrios right-handed hitting second baseman. Ulande is even with the bag at third. Big hole in the right side of the infield. The first pitch to Barrios, and he takes a breaking ball in the dirt. Barrios, who has very good bat control, and with Sheeks holding DeAngelis close at second base and Rodriguez at first playing in his normal spot at first base, a base hit through the right side could potentially score a run with the speed of DeAngelis at second. The error opened the inning. Chris Quitzer grounded back to the box, and then Williams walked. Barrios, who's reached in 35 straight, including tonight. The 1-0 on the way. He takes inside ball 2. Herrick, who won his last start against the Stompers, a 6-5 final in that game. He went 6 innings. Struck out 7, allowed just 1 walk. Here's his 2-0. Barrios takes low and in, ball 3. Tonight, 5 strikeouts, 2 walks, and just 2 hits. Three balls and no strikes on Barrios. Molinari waits on deck. Here's the pitch, and a fastball right down the middle. Barrios taking all the way. It's 3-1. Whole field in the shadows now, and the sun not all the way gone. It's not dark out, but the lights will turn on in about 9 minutes here at Palooza Park at Arnold Field. Herrick, a long look in. Barrios springs the bat up. The 3-1 pitch on the way, and that's outside, ball 4. So back-to-back one-out walks, and that loads the bases for Molinari. Three walks for Herrick. 2 have come against Barrios, who has really been the only stopper to see him well tonight. So here's Molinari, who has one of the 2 base hits, a bloop single down the right field line. Molinari on the year with men in scoring position, 9 for 21. That's a .429 average. Bases are loaded with just 1 out. The corner infielders are in. That's Ulande at third and Rodriguez at first. Middle plays for a double play ball. Molinari, the right-handed hitter. First pitch from Herrick. Fastball on the inside corner called strike 1. Bottom of the 4th, it's 3-0 Salina. Stompers trying to get on the board. DeAngelis, Williams, Barrios, the base runners. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Molinari shoots it right into the glove of Ulande at third. He dives to the third base bag, but DeAngelis' dive beats him. So Molinari smokes it at Ulande at third, who makes the catch on the line drive, and Molinari's out number 2. So that brings Romero to the plate. Romero's 0 for 1. He grounded to short. Stompers trying to get to Herrick, or at least make him throw a lot of pitches to try and get to that Salina bullpen. The Stockade, who as a team have an ERA of 7.98. And Herrick could potentially hold the Stompers off the board for the first 4 innings here tonight. His first pitch to Romero. Curveball misses inside, and Romero just does get out of the way. One and 0 on Romero. Base is still full with 2 out. Herrick, the left-hander, works from the stretch. The 1-0 pitch. Inside on Romero, called strike 1. The count's even at 1 strike, and Romero thought it was inside. Counts even. Herrick readies. The 1-1 on the way. Romero takes off the outside corner, ball 2. They play him straight away in the outfield. Everybody's back on the infield except for Ulande. He is 3 steps behind the bag at third. Herrick's 2-1. Inside on Romero, ball 3. So Romero, who's sitting at 202, but has a .421 on base, 46 walks. That's behind just Nick Gatta, who has 75. Herrick on 3-1, and Romero takes on the outer half, and the count is full. Matt Hibbert waits on deck. Runners will get a head start with 2 out. Romero trying to knock in the first stomper run of the game. Herrick looks in. Kozak sets the target. Payoff pitch on the way. Runners go. Romero takes ball 4 off the outside corner. The Stompers are on the board. It's 3-1. An RBI walk for Romero, his 12th run batted into the season. And here's Matt Hibbert, and he could potentially tie the game with a base hit. That run for Herrick comes in with the error, so it's not earned for the left-hander. Here's Hibbert. He was called out on strikes his first time. The first pitch is swung on and missed. Fastball letter high. The count's 0-1. He watched 3 pitches. Watched strike 3 his first time. 3 walks in the inning, an error. It's 3-1 on the RBI walk from Romero. The 0-1. Breaking ball inside and low toward the back foot of Hibbert. 1 ball and 1 strike. Matt Hibbert, in 15 games this year, sees the batting average at 226. The on base at 431. He scored 18 runs, and he's been on base 34 different times in 15 games. Herrick's 1-1. Breaking ball off speed stays high. 2 balls and a strike on Matt Hibbert. He's ahead in the count. Still may not see a fastball here from Herrick, though. He's had ultimate command of both off-speed pitches tonight, the breaking ball and the changeup. The 2-1 on the way. That's high, ball 3. Williams at third. Barrios at second. Romero at first. Herrick's 3-1 to Hibbert. Right down the middle, strike 2. Taking countless fastballs from Herrick right down the middle tonight. The runners will get a head start once again. Hibbert with 7 RBIs. Runners go. The payoff pitch. Popped up. Rodriguez at first. A step into foul territory. He makes the catch, and the inning is over. Stompers score once on the RBI walk by Rayson Romero, and they're on the board. We go to the 5th. It's 3-1 Stockade.
We would like to thank our community partners. Tina Schoen, Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty. Sonoma Hills Retirement Community. And
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
And social media support is provided by Word Mice.
You're a bridge builder, a connector, a people person. You make every moment count, and you know how to count every moment. You know people who are going places, and you help them get there. California's business is your business. You specialize in special, and we specialize in your specialty. No matter what your background is or where you want to go, at Nelson, every day is a great day for a first day. Connect with a Nelson recruiter in your city to start working on putting your next first day on the calendar. Nelson, our talent is finding yours.
Omar Artson leads it off for Salina as we're on to the top of the 5th. 5, 6, and 7, Arnson, Rodriguez, and Kozak as Connor Arnold's first pitch misses down low. Arnson's reached both times. He's 1 for 2. Reached on a fielder's choice in the first. He singled in the third. The 1-0 pitch from Arnold is on the outside. Corner 1-1. Stompers got a run in the bottom of the 4th inning on the Romero RBI walk. It was unearned for Herrick. 3-1 as we go to the fifth. Here's the 1-1 pitch, and Arnson swings and misses at the fastball. Right-handed hitter. Arnold shanks once. Now starts to motion his 90th pitch, a quick pitch fastball outside. And Arnold started to walk around the mound, thought he had Arnson struck out. Two and two. Pitch on the way. It's in the dirt and the count's full. Third full count against Arnold in the ballgame. Rodriguez on deck. Lights are on here at Palooza Park at Arnold Field now. The payoff pitch on the way to Arnson. That's high, ball 4. Leadoff walk. And now Ron Adams is going to say it's 3-2 now. And that was ball 4. Our third ball light doesn't work. And so it's made it a little bit tougher on the umpires, who should have a thing in their pocket, which they do most of the time, to keep the count. And now Zutenhorst is going to come out. He's the manager / player, and we have ball 4. They're going to talk about it. We know that the third light doesn't work. They've had it right all night. They've done a good job keeping good count tonight. And now they're going to say, okay, they're going to put him down at first. I think they asked Daniel Molinari, and he shook his head yes. And now Zach Pace is going to come out. They appealed to Gary Reinkelmeyer, the field umpire. And I hate to tell you, Pace, but that was ball 4.
Because there's the pitch that was almost a strike. Yeah, about, and then he missed. No, he missed in the dirt right after. Yeah.
So Pace is talking to Ron Adams. Daniel Molinari is in on the conversation. Now Gary Reinkelmeyer is going to join. Right now it is a walk. Arnson's down at first. So everybody's going to go back. Pace is going to go to the dugout. We'll have to let him know after the game that it was ball 4. Here's Ryan Rodriguez. He's 0 for 2, grounded to second, reached on an error by Quitzer at third. Archon's at first base after the leadoff walk to open this top of the 5th. Rodriguez, right-handed hitter. First pitch from Arnold. Ooh, that's inside. It almost got him. Marshall Schill is throwing in the Stomper bullpen with Arnold at 92 pitches. I think that 93 pitches is 1-0. Rodriguez fouls it out of play down the right field line. The count's 1-1 on Ryan Rodriguez. Arnold trying to make it through 5 and hope that his offense can come to life in the bottom half. Spinning a throw to first. Arnson's back safely. Arnson was picked off in the 3rd inning. He led off that inning with a single before Arnold picked him off. Another throw over, and this time Barfield doesn't even really apply attack. The Admirals are in town tomorrow night. 6:05 first pitch. Final 2 home games against the Admirals here this year. The 1-1 runner goes. The pitch is taken low and away. The throw down to second base on one hop. That's late. Stolen base for Omar Arnson, his 2nd of the ball game. The count is 2-1. 2-1. The count on Rodriguez, man at second, nobody out. The pitch. Smash to right center field. That's going to split the gap, and that'll roll all the way to the wall. Artson's going to score easily from second. Williams picks it up. His throw-in is cut off by Romero. An RBI double for Ryan Rodriguez, and it's 4-1. Sixteenth RBI for Rodriguez. He splits the gap in right center field. His first hit of the ball game. And now here's the catcher, Eric Kozak. The deficit back to 3 after the Stompers got one back in the bottom of the 4th. And now here comes Zach Pace. And with Marshall Schill loosening in the bullpen, that will likely do it for Connor Arnold. Pace makes the move. We'll have a pitching change. This pitching change brought to you by Sonoma Hills Retirement. Man at second, nobody out. Top of the 5th, Stompers trail 4-1.
North Bay Credit Union is proud to be part of Sonoma County's home team. We're your progressive alternative to big banks, delivering a full roster of great banking services, but at much lower costs. Our lineup always hits it out of the park. Auto loans, home loans, manufactured home loans, and 100% free checking that pays you back. We're equally proud to support lots of local groups, including the Sonoma Stompers, because that's what neighbors do. We're the home of league-leading Kasasa Checking. Kasasa Checking is better than free. It pays you, and you choose how you want to be rewarded. Bonus dividends on your deposits, or cash back on your debit card purchases. And Kasasa makes any ATM a free ATM. It's easy to switch to Kasasa in just minutes at northbaycu.com. Our convenient branches are just a short stop from anywhere, including our newest Sonoma Valley and Rohnert Park locations. Don't let banks throw curveballs at your budget with high rates and foul fees. Count on North Bay Credit Union to save you money every day. Learn more at northbaycu.com or call 707-584-0384. Loans subject to approval. Details at northbaycu.com.
Marshall Schill, the new pitcher for the Stompers here in the 5th. Schill, the 6-foot right-hander from Cottonwood, Arizona, the 24-year-old, will come in with a runner at second and nobody out. Schill on the season, no record, a 2.96 ERA, 27 in the 3rd innings. Just 9 earned runs on 28 hits. He struck out 30 and walked 11. So Schill, who has had a pretty good season as a whole and a really good month of August. He's allowed just 1 hit in 6 innings and 6 strikeouts here in the month of August. He'll face Eric Kozak, the catcher. First pitch from the right-hander, and that is high and in near the chin of Kozak for ball 1. And Schill, who has that low side on a submarine arm angle, that fastball goes 88 to 91, tops at 92. And he has a ton of movement on the 2-seamer. His 1-0 pitch. Slider swung on and missed. Didn't even get a chance to talk about the slider before he pulls it out on Kozak for strike 1. That thing moves probably 3 feet. And that's no exaggeration. You're watching on your screen at home. Watch how much this thing moves when it leaves the hand of Schill. And just to put it into perspective, the plate is 17 inches wide. So it definitely moves more than that. He looks back to second. The 1-1 on Kozak. There's a slider, and he can't hold up the swing, says Ron Adams. Kozak goes around. It's 1-2. Book's not closed on Arnold, who just went 4 innings and allowed 11 hits. 1-2. Schill stares in. Rodriguez leads from second after an RBI double to make it 4-1. The 1-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Schill comes in. He strikes out Kozak for the first out of the inning. So Schill comes into a tough spot. He gets the first out, but still a lot of work to do. With Ulande coming to the plate, he is 1 for 2. A 2-run home run in the second inning for Ulande. He bounced into a 5-4-3 double play to end the third. Schill's first pitch, and Ulande takes a two-seamer a little bit high and away. 1 ball, no strikes to count on Ulande, right-handed hitter. Rodriguez at second, not a ton of speed. Schill's 1-0. Slow roller on the ground to third. Quitzer charges, and he drops it. That's the second time in the game that Chris Quitzer has not been able to field it cleanly. The second error on Chris Quitzer puts men at first and second with 1 out, and Aaron Sheeks will come up. Sheeks 1 for 2 with a single. Even though 2 errors committed in the game by the Stompers, they haven't led any runs yet. First pitch to Sheeks, and sliders high and away. One ball, no strikes. Sheeks, a right-handed hitter. Singleton then was thrown out 6-2 on a grounder to Romero at short in the 4th inning. Schill's 1-0 on the inside corner for strike 1. Rodriguez at second and Ulande at first. 1 out. Top of the 5th, 4-1 Stompers trail. The 1-1 from Schill is shot over the top of the Stomper dugout and quickly out of play. And look out. I almost got the cameraman on the top of the dugout. Wow. 1-2 on Sheeks. Probably see Schill pull out that devastating slider here in the right-on-right matchup. At the belt, here's the pitch. That slider misses outside. 2-2 on the second baseman. Ben Herrick's getting a long rest here this inning with the pitching change. Herrick got 75 pitches through 4 innings. That pitch count climbed after 3 walks last inning for him. The 2-2. Swung on and missed. Pair of strikeouts for Schill, this time on the slider. Still not done. 2 outs, and Cody Bishop will bat with runners at first and second. Bishop is 2 for 2. Base hit, a double. He walked and scored in the first inning. Play him straight away. DeAngelis in left is well off the line, about 90 feet. First pitch on the outside corner, a 2-seamer for strike 1. Bishop's double came to the left center field gap his last time up. DeAngelis taking it away. Schill looks to second. Here's the 0-1. Slider below the knees. A little too low for the liking of Ron Adams, and the count's even at 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 on, 2 out. Schill trying to strand a couple of base runners. Here's the pitch. Shot foul off to the left. 1-2. This is the final time these two teams play this year. And the Stockade trying to leave a bad taste in the mouth of the Stompers with a 4-1 lead. Schill, a long look into Molinari now. Right-hander set. Molinari sets the target. He looks out towards second. 1-2 pitch on the way to Bishop. A slider swung on and missed. Marshall Schill comes in, a runner on second, nobody out, and he strikes out the side here in the 5th. Halfway home in the ball game here tonight. We go to the Stomper half of the 5th inning. Top of the lineup coming up against Ben Herrick. Stompers trail 4-1.
We would like to thank our community partners: Tina Schoen Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty, Sonoma Hills Retirement Community, and
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
And social media support is provided by Word Mice.
Stompers Baseball is brought to you in part by Sonoma Clean Power. As your local public electricity provider, we source clean energy from renewable resources, geothermal, water, wind, solar, and biomass. And we deliver that power to residents and businesses throughout Sonoma and Mendocino counties. At Sonoma Clean Power, we're invested in the communities we live and work in. We deliver services that enhance quality of life through competitive pricing, improved air quality, and energy efficiency. By changing the way residents source energy, we're able to deliver customer programs that make a difference in everyone's life. Powered by innovative thinking, Sonoma Clean Power was formed to provide a choice beyond for-profit investor-owned utilities, in our case, PG&E. Today, Sonoma Clean Power, or SCP, is a model for community choice programs throughout California. By providing higher percentages of renewable energy that reduce greenhouse gas emissions, our customers are helping solve the climate crisis at a local level.
Top of the lineup for the Stompers in the bottom of the 5th inning, trailing 4-1. Just 2 hits against Ben Herrick. They came in the first 2 innings. Gata has one of them, and he'll lead off. 75 pitches for Herrick, 5 strikeouts, 4 walks. Left-hander's first pitch to Nick Gata open the bottom of the 5th inning. A breaking ball high and in. 1-0. We check on the score down in San Rafael. They're in the bottom of the 4th inning, and the Pacifics lead the Silverados 7-0. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and Gata takes on the outside corner, 1-1. Jacob Cox up in the Stomper bullpen. Marshall Schill came in and had a runner on second, nobody out. He struck out the side. The 1-1 pitch, and Gata hits it softly on the ground to short, charging quickly. Artson, he can't barehand it. That's a base hit. 2 of the 3 hits belong to Nick Gata. Here comes Jacob Barfield. Still just a 3-run game, and this game much within reach. Especially if they can start getting the bat on the ball against Ben Herrick. Connor Arnold tonight goes 4 innings, allows 4 runs, all earned on 11 hits. Strikes out 1 and walks 4. Barfield 0 for 2. He's popped to short and struck out. First pitch. Oh, that hit him right on the ribs. Eric Kozak, the catcher, comes up very quickly and makes sure that Barfield knows that it was not intentional. He puts the hand on the shoulder of Barfield, and Barfield puts the arm around Kozak, and he says, I know. And Barfield looks out to the mound and looks at Herrick and says, I know, it wasn't intentional. And Herrick kind of looked in and apologized with a gesture. The Barfield hit. He goes to first. That pushes Gata to second base. And here's Ram DeAngelis. He's the only Stomper to score in the 4th. He's 0 for 2. Struck out and reached on an error. A 2-base error by Rodriguez, the first baseman. First and second, nobody out. The corners will play in just in case D'Angelo squares around to bunt. The Stompers, they just don't bunt. First pitch from Herrick, and DeAngelis takes down low, 1 ball and no strikes. DeAngelis on the season, as far as sack bunting is concerned, he does not have one. We talked to manager Zach Pace before the game about this very situation in the last game against Napa. There's the 1-0, and breaking ball is fouled into the glove of Kozak. And we were talking about the same situation, except there was 1 out in the inning. And the corner infielders were playing in, and Pace said, we just don't do it. And Rayson Romero was at the plate, who actually has 1 sacrifice bunt this year. But it came on an attempt where he was trying to bunt for a hit, and just ended up throwing him out. There goes Gata for third. The pitch is swung on and missed. The throw is in the dirt. Now Jacob Barfield's going to go up to second base, so a couple of steals. The count's 1-2 on Rob DeAngelis. He swung at a high fastball there. It's a little hit and run action. DeAngelis came up empty. But back to the sack bunting. The Stompers have 8. 8 on the season. So here's the 1-2. Popped up down the left field line. Long run, Ulande, foul ground, and that's going to fall in. Probably smart that Ulande, I don't know if he let it, he just didn't get there, but probably smarter to let it fall because Gata would have tagged up and probably scored from third, given the speed of Gata. Count stays at 1-2. Stompers still hitless with men in scoring position, 0 for 6. DeAngelis now, Quitzer to follow, and then Williams. Cox loosening in the stopper, Penn. Herrick's 1-2 pitch. It's outside with a fastball. DeAngelis looking for his first hit. Stompers hoping they didn't use all their hits in the last ball game. 23 of them. Trying not to run out. Here's the 2-2. Soft pop up to left. Coming in on it, Canella on a dead sprint. That's going to fall for a base hit. The throw goes to third. It is late. DeAngelis has an RBI single on a little blooper to left. 2 of the 4 Stomper hits in the game, just little bloops that found a hole in the Salina defense. So DeAngelis gets an RBI single. He has the first hit with a runner in scoring position tonight. It's 4-2. Gata scored from third on the play. DeAngelis is at first. Barfield at third with nobody out. Quitzer is 0 for 2, a strikeout, and he grounded back to the box. See if DeAngelis maybe takes off here. He's 19 for 19. Herrick at the belt. He's just staring at DeAngelis. Here's the first pitch, and the breaking ball is taken inside by Quitzer. DeAngelis had a pretty decent lead. He didn't take a secondary, though. He just got out to his normal lead and stayed there. He didn't take a secondary when Herrick came set. He'll do the same here. The 1-0 pitch in the dirt and blocked very nicely by Kozak. That keeps the runners at first and third and keeps a run off the board. Quitzer looking for one pitch here, 2-0. Third in the league with 53 RBIs. That leads the team. And a throw to first, and Barfield, who was coming toward the plate. Oh, boy. Lucky to get back to third. Barfield maybe trying to steal home there. Herrick lifted the front leg, and Barfield took off. And then when he saw him throw to first, he just put on the brakes and went back. Barfield's stolen home once this year. It's against Vallejo. Here's the 2-0. Quitzer takes high, ball 3. Only one Stomper has stolen home, and it was Barfield. Got it tried earlier in the game, and it was a failed attempt. Runners at the corners, nobody out. The 3-0 to Quitzer. Outside ball for a 4-pitch walk. The 5th of the game for Herrick, and now they're loaded for Miles Williams. Williams is 0 for 1. He's walked and struck out. And now a right-hander's up in the Salina bullpen. Pitch count up near 90 now for Herrick, the left-hander. Bases loaded and nobody out. It's a 2-run ball game. His first pitch to Williams. That is hit to left, and that is a grand slam for Miles Williams. And the Stompers lead for the first time. It's 6-2. Second Stomper grand slam in the last 2 games. This one belongs to Miles Williams. His 14th home run. He's now driven in 52, and the Stompers lead it 6-4. Stompers have put up 5 runs here in the 5th inning. And in the game on Saturday night, they put up 5 runs 3 separate times. They've done it here in the 5th. And Pedro Barrios, he did it to me too, Trey. Pedro Barrios stands in, and he takes inside ball 1. So Barrios is at the plate. He has walked twice against Herrick in the game tonight. So Miles Williams with the grand slam, and that puts Marshall Schilt in line for a possible win tonight if the score were to remain. And Barrios lines a single to left. So Barrios has a 9-game hit streak now on that base hit. The Stompers came into the inning with only 2 hits against Herrick. They have 4 hits here in the 5th. There's Daniel Molinari. He has one of the 2 hits before this inning, a little bloop single down the right field line. And now here comes Taylor Zutenhorst out to the mound. They had a right-hander loosening, and Herrick has yet to get an out here in the 5th. Zutenhorst, Kozak, and Herrick conversing on the mound. Runner on first and nobody out. 5 Stompers have come to the plate, or 6 that is. They've all reached and 5 have scored. Barrios is at first. Herrick's going to stay in the game. Ron Adams gets halfway out to the mound. And Zutenhorst makes his way back to the dugout. 5-run 5th, and they're not done. Nobody out. This team, if you just let them keep hitting, they'll keep hitting. We saw it in the 8th inning the other night when they scored 11 times on 10 hits and sent 17 men to the plate. So here's Molinari. 1 for 2 with a base hit. The only time that he was retired, he lined sharply into the glove of Ulande at third base. Eric stares at Barrios at first. The first pitch, Molinari squares around and takes inside. One ball and no strikes on Molinari. He squared around there and then pulled back and took inside. It almost got him. Herrick staring toward first. He lifts the leg and throws that way. Aaron Sheeks, the second baseman, is playing way up, shaded toward the middle. And with Rodriguez holding Barrios on at first, a huge hole in the right side, pretty much an 80-foot hole. Almost the whole baseline. The 1-0. Molinari squares around, and that is way inside. Twice Molinari has squared around, and Herrick has missed badly inside. Molinari has 2 of the Stompers' 8 sack bunts this year. So he's squaring around here, almost giving up his at-bat, and Herrick has almost beaten him twice. Barrios takes his lead. The 2-0. called low at the knees, strike one. Molinari still in a good hitters count, 2-1. Good speed at first in Barrios. Herrick's 2-1. Molinari swings through the fastball, 2-2. A little bit late, maybe not expecting a fastball there with the command that Herrick has had on all the breaking pitches. Even though he's given up 4 hits this inning, he still had pretty good command. The Stompers have just beat him. Step off and a throw to first, and no tag by Rodriguez. It seems like in the last 2 weeks, every time the Stompers have gotten somebody up in the pen, they've been warming up for 40 minutes. Cox is doing the same thing right now. Here's a 2-2. Runner goes. Molinari takes high and away. The throw down to second is not in time. Barrios snuck in the hand. The throw beat him, but Pedro Barrios sneaks in the left hand, his 13th stolen base, and he's at second with nobody out. The pitch was called a ball to Molinari, so the count's full. Molinari stands back in. Barrios had second, nobody out. Now a base hit could drive in another run. It's 6-4. Stompers on top, the Miles Williams grand slam. Herrick's payoff. Molinari's down on strikes, and he's out number 1. So Romero comes to the plate. He's 0 for 1. He drove in a run on a walk in the 4th. 6-4 Stompers here, 7-0 San Rafael. They're in the bottom of the 4th inning, leading the Napa Silverados. First pitch to Romero. That curveball slipped out of the hand of Herrick. Misses high and away, and the other batter's box 1-0. 5-run 5th. Still just 1 out. Herrick looks to second. Here's his 1-0. Romero takes a breaking ball low and in. Two balls and no strikes on Racing Romero with Nat Hibbert waiting on deck. Barrios runs well at second. Still a big hole on the right side of the infield. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Romero swings through a fastball, 2-1. Gotta let off with a single. Barfield was hit by a pitch. DeAngelis drove in a run on a bloop single to left. Quitzer will walk to load the bases, and then the grand slam by Miles Williams. Here's the 2-1 pitch, and Romero takes on the inside half, 2-2. Then Barrios singled through the left side into left field, and then stole second with Molinari at the plate. Molinari struck out for the first down, and now Romero, the 8th man to bat in the inning. Against Ben Herrick, who's well over 100 pitches now. Stockade, who had a right-hander loosening. Nobody throwing right now. Standing down there, but not throwing at the moment. Cox doing the same thing. Both pitchers have had plenty of time to warm up this inning. Herrick's 2-2 on the way. And Romero can't hold up the swing. He goes 3/4 of the way around, and back-to-back strikeouts for Herrick. Hibbert's 0 for 2. He was called out on strikes and then popped up to the first baseman, Rodriguez. Barrios still at second with 2 out. Previous 2 hitters have failed to get him over or in. First pitch from Herrick. Hibbert takes a fastball upstairs, 1 ball and no strikes. Herrick, the left-hander at the belt. Here's his 1-0, and Hibbert fouls it away. Hibbert shakes the head as if he saw that pitch well, but just didn't get all of it. Let's see if Herrick throws that fastball away again, what Hibbert does with it. The 1-1 pitch. That's inside on Hibbert, ball 2. Tried to come in with a fastball there, missed too far inside. 6-4 Stompers lead for the first time. And we'll likely see Cox in the 6th. The 2-1 pitch. That breaking ball is high and away for ball 3. Three balls, one strike on Hibbert. Top of the lineup on deck, that's Nick Gatta. The left-hander's 3-1 pitch. Hibbert fouls it in and out of the glove of Kozak, and the count is full. Three and two. Gatta on deck. 2 out. Bottom 5. Barrios leads from second. The payoff from Herrick is inside ball 4. So the Stompers have hit around here in the bottom of the 5th inning. So Nick Gatta, who singled and scored to open the inning, will bat with first and second and 2 out. Left-handed hitter against Herrick. First pitch. Breaking ball is too far inside. Got a back sound of the way. Ball 1. Just a 2-run ball game. Herrick looks to second. The 1-0 pitch to Gatta on the outer half with a fastball for strike 1. Neither of these two teams ever out of it, the number 1 and number 2 home run hitting teams in the league. Stompers with 106 and Salina with 82. Gatta takes ball 2 here. Make that 83 with the home run earlier for Ulande. Barrios leads from second, Hibbert from first. A lot of speed on the bases with 2 out. The 2-1. Gatta watches a breaking ball miss high and in. 3-1. Jacob Barfield is on deck, and we saw what the power-hitting right-handed hitter Miles Williams did to Herrick earlier in the inning. It'll be interesting to see if Herrick faces Barfield if we get there. Here's his 3-1, and Gatta smashes it up the middle, a base hit. Here comes Barrios around third. Bishop can't field it, and now Hibbert gets the wave. The throw goes into second base. 2 runs are going to score, and it's 8-4. Nick Gatta gets an RBI single. The second run comes in on an error, and it's 8-4. Hibbert's going to score on an error committed in center field by Cody Bishop. And now a mound visit. Taylor Zutenhorst comes out, and he's going to take the baseball from Ben Herrick. So that ends the night for Herrick. Man at second. And 2 out. 8-4 Stompers. We'll have a new pitcher. This pitching change brought to you by Sonoma Hills Retirement. New pitcher for the Stockade. Here in the bottom of the fifth inning, right-hander Zach Williams, the 6'3 right-hander from Placentia, California, will come in with Gata at second base and 2 out. Jacob Barfield is going to be the hitter. The Stompers and put up 7 runs here in the bottom of the fifth inning to take an 8-4 lead. Came in trailing 4-1. So Barfield, who was hit by a pitch and scored this inning, is going to hit. He's the 11th Stomper to come to the plate. They've done this before. 8 2-out hits in the bottom of the 8th inning 3 nights ago against the Silverados. So we've seen them do it. We'll see if Zach Williams can snuff out the offense in the 5th. The right-hander looks towards second. Here's his first pitch, and instead he'll put on an inside move towards second base, and Nick Gata is walked back to the bat. So Barfield 0 for 2. He scored a run on the hit by pitch. Williams, the right-hander, he looks out to second. Now he'll come home, and Barfield takes a breaking ball in the dirt. Gata has a stolen base in the ball game that came this inning. He stole third. That's probably why Zach Williams is paying so much attention to him. He knows that he stole third base already this inning. He has 13 stolen bases on the season. And with a right-hander at the plate, it's much easier to do so. Barfield calls time. Ulande is going to play pretty close to the bag at third. The 1-0. Barfield pops it up right side out of play. One ball, one strike, the count on Jacob Barfield, man at second and 2 out. You think Jacob Cox is loose? He's been throwing for about a half an hour. The 1-1. Barfield pulls it foul along third. 1-2. Barfield back in the box against Zach Williams. He peers into Kozak. Second baseman Sheeks shaded toward the middle. Williams sent right at the belly button. He looks to second. The 1-2. Barfield down on strikes. He swings at a high fastball. Stompers take the lead. 7 runs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. The big one, the Miles Williams grand slam. So we'll go to the 6th. The Stompers lead it 8-4.
We would like to thank our community
North Bay Credit Union is proud to be part of Sonoma County's home team. We're your progressive alternative to big banks, delivering a full roster of great banking services, but at much lower costs. Our lineup always hits it out of the park. Auto loans, home loans, manufactured home loans, and 100% free checking that pays you back. We're equally proud to support lots of local groups, including the Sonoma Stompers, because that's what neighbors do. We're the home of league-leading Kasasa Checking. Kasasa Checking is better than free. It pays you, and you choose how you want to be rewarded. Bonus dividends on your deposits, or cash back on your debit card purchases. And Kasasa makes any ATM a free ATM. It's easy to switch to Kasasa in just minutes at northbaycu.com. Our convenient branches are just a short stop from anywhere, including our newest Sonoma Valley and Rohnert Park locations. Don't let banks throw curveballs at your budget with high rates and foul fees. Count on North Bay Credit Union to save you money every day. Learn more at northbaycu.com or call 707-584-0384. Loans subject to approval. Details at northbaycu.com.
Jacob Cox, the new pitcher for the Stompers here in the top of the 6th inning. His first pitch to Johnny Knight is high. 1 ball and no strikes. 2, 3, 4. Knight, Canella, and Zutenhorst against Jacob Cox, a 6'5" right-hander out of Fresno, California. Out of the windup, his 1-0, and Knight takes low. 2 balls and no strikes. Cox is 3-0, and ERA just above 5 at 5.01. 47 hits in 46 2/3, 37 strikeouts, and 33 walks. The very tall right-hander is 2-0 pitch, and Knight fouls it out of play, 2-1. You see the fastball, the cutter, and a slider from Cox, who is coming into the ball game for the 19th time this year. A third of his appearances have been as a starter, and all 3 of his wins as a starter. So 3-0 and 6 starts for the big right-hander. Here's his 2-1, and Knight is very late on a fastball. He threw it right by him. Strike 2. And that had some extra zip on it, more than I think we've seen from Cox out of his last couple of outings. 2-2 on Johnny Knight, who is 1 for 3 with a base hit. Cox lifts a leg and deals, and that cutter's a little bit outside. Good spot to miss. Good spot to try and get Knight to chase. But for Cox, whose strikeout to walk ratio almost an even 1. He shakes Molinari here. Now the payoff to Knight. Swung on and missed. The slider for Cox gets Knight swinging. 1 out. So we saw Schill in the 5th. A complete inning for Schill. And he struck out the side. Here's Cosimo Canella. He's 2 for 2. A pair of singles, 1 brought in a run. He's also walked. First pitch from Cox is at the knees. Strike 1, the cutter. So Ethington, Backstrom, and Richardson left in the pen for Zach Pace. And Lenny Guazdala, the left-hander. There's the 0-1. Slider tapped at home plate, and Canella down to his front, lying on his chest, and he fouled that off of his foot and in tremendous pain. Squatting now in the right-handed batter's box as Zutenhorst pats him on the back. So we'll likely see Cox and then some combination of Backstrom, Guazdala, and Richardson to close out the game. Either we'll see Rich in the 9th. So Guazdala and Backstrom in some combination of the 7th and 8th inning if the Stompers are able to hold the lead, or if they don't. Probably see him anyway. So Canella is being checked on by Zutenhorst, and he has the hand on the hip and now holding himself up with the bat pretty much. I think it got him where you don't want to get got. As he's stretching out, coming back toward home plate. Wasn't grabbing a leg or a shin or a foot, so that leaves the face, and it didn't get him there. So, use your imagination. The count is 0-2 with nobody on and 1 out. Cox has him right where he wants him. Way ahead. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Fastball brushes him off the plate. He went inside there and missed. What a pitch called by Molinari there. You have the guy foul it off of himself. He's in some pain. And then you go fastball 91 in. Here's the 1-2. And they go in there again. And this time Cox misses low. Two balls and 2 strikes on Canelo, the right-handed hitter. He's yet to be retired tonight. Jacob stares in, now enters the windup, the leg lift, and the 2-2, and that slider is outside, and the count is full. Same pitch he got Knight swinging to strike him out to open the inning. Cox, his 4th year as a Stomper out of Cal State Monterey Bay. Hibbert in center shaded Canella to go the other way slightly. Payoff pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. A high fastball across the letters, and Canella down on strikes. Back-to-back strikeouts for Jacob Cox. Here's Zutenhorst. He's 1 for 3. He singled in the first inning, then was forced out at second. He struck out in the second, and then bounced into a 1-2-3 double play, the dreaded 1-2-3 to end the fourth. Zutenhorst, the left-handed hitter. He's the DH tonight. Cox's first pitch is off the outside corner, just a couple of inches. Maybe 1 or 2 ball lengths off that outer edge. Zutenhorst, the DH player manager. Here's the 1-0. Takes high ball 2. Back-to-back strikeouts for Cox to open the inning. He's 2-0 on the way. Zutenhorst takes high and away. All 3. A lot of Jacobs' walks have come with 2 outs this year. He'll get a couple of quick outs, and then the walks come, and when they come, they usually arrive in bunches. His 3-0 is, low ball 4. Cox thought he had a strike at the knees there. A 2-out walk, and now Artson's the hitter. Artson is 1 for 2, a base hit and a walk. He scored a run in the 5th inning. So Cox will work out of the stretch. His first pitch to Artson, he squares around, drops a bunt down third base side. Cox off the mound, he'll field, and that'll be a base hit. Cox could not field it, but would have been a hit anyway. That was a pretty lackadaisical bunt out of Omar Artson. He just kind of threw the bat out there, and Cox threw it right into the bat, and he dropped it perfectly down the third baseline for a hit. So back-to-back strikeouts, the walk, the bunt single. Now first and second for Ryan Rodriguez, who's 1 for 3 with an RBI double. 8-4 Stompers, top of the 6th. First pitch. High and in on Rodriguez, 1-0. Over in San Rafael, they're in the top of the 6th inning now, and it's still 7-0 Pacifics over the Silverados. The 1-0. Slider low and away, ball 2. Cox trying to not fall down that hole that he has fallen into multiple times this year after getting 2 outs and then just being unable to find the strike zone. Though both strikeouts did come on 3 and 2. Trying to get Rodriguez here to end the top half of the 6th. His 2-0 pitch. Rodriguez takes high, ball 3. Cox at the chest, his 3-0 pitch, and Rodriguez takes a cutter at the knee. Strike 1. The 3-1 swung on and missed. So the count is full on Rodriguez. The runners will get a head start with 2 out. Three and two on, 2 out. Rodriguez, the right-hander. The payoff from Cox. On the inside corner, called strike 3. Jacob Cox pitches around a 2-out walk and a 2-out hit, and he strikes out the side in the 6th. We'll go to the bottom half. DeAngelis will lead us off when we return.
We would like to thank our community partners. Tina Schoen, Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty. Sonoma Hills Retirement Community. And
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
And social media support is provided by Wordmice.
Stompers Baseball is brought to you in part by Sonoma Clean Power. As your local public electricity provider, we source clean energy from renewable resources, geothermal, water, wind, solar, and biomass. And we deliver that power to residents and businesses throughout Sonoma and Mendocino counties. At Sonoma Clean Power, we're invested in the communities we live and work in. We deliver services that enhance quality of life through competitive pricing, improved air quality, and energy efficiency. By changing the way residents source energy, we're able to deliver customer programs that make a difference in everyone's life. Powered by innovative thinking, Sonoma Clean Power was formed to provide a choice beyond for-profit investor-owned utilities, in our case, PG&E. Today, Sonoma Clean Power, or SCP, is a model for community choice programs throughout California. By providing higher percentages of renewable energy that reduce greenhouse gas emissions, our customers are helping solve the climate crisis at a local level.
Williams. Spencer Backstrom, the right-hander, is up in the Stomper pen. So where we're going to go, Cox, Backstrom, probably Guazala, and then Richardson here to close out the game. DeAngelis, the left-hander, at the plate. Against Zach Williams, the right-hander, out of the stretch. His first pitch, and DeAngelis shoots it foul off to the left. Stompers hit around in the fifth, sending 11 men to the plate, scoring 7 times. So for Salina, 1 in the first, 2 in the second, 1 in the fifth. Stompers 1 in the bottom of the fourth inning and 7 in the bottom of the fifth inning to take an 8-4 lead. The 0-1 to DeAngelis. That's spiked in the dirt. A fastball misses about 2 feet in front of home plate. 1 ball and 1 strike the count. DeAngelis is 1 for 3. He singled, drove in a run in the fifth inning and scored. He reached on an error in the fourth inning and scored. DeAngelis, Quitzer, and Williams, 3, 4, and 5 with a 4-run lead. After tonight, just 2 regular season home games remain before the playoffs. The 1-1, and DeAngelis fouls a fastball away 1-2. We are here tomorrow night. Vallejo Admirals are in town at 6:05, and then we're on the road Thursday in Napa at 5:05, Friday in San Rafael at 6:30, off Saturday, and then in Napa on Sunday to conclude the week at 1 o'clock. And then Monday, make sure you mark your calendars. The 1-2 is high and away. If you're looking at the schedule, we do play Monday the 26th at 6:05 against the Vallejo Admirals, a makeup game. And then, of course, game 1 next Friday night, right here at 6:05. Williams from the stretch. Here's his 2-2. DeAngelis loops it down the left field line into foul territory and out of play. Still 7-0 San Rafael there in the 6th. Against the Silverados. Here's the 2-2 again to DeAngelis, and he fouls it out of play once again. Two coming again to DeAngelis, the lefty. Here it is from Williams, and he's down on strikes. A high and away fastball. The Williams has faced 2 hitters, struck them both out. Here's Quitzer. Quitzer's 0 for 2 in the game. He walked and scored in the 5th inning. He extended his on-base streak to 33 games, trying to keep the hit streak going tonight. The first pitch. Fastball in the outer half for strike 1. Quitzer taking all the way. Kind of looks surprised that he got a fastball there first pitch. Slightly shifted toward the middle and left side of the infield. The 0-1. Breaking ball inside near the back foot of Quitzer as he scoots it out of the way. Arntzen, the shortstop, shaded up the middle. Ulande, the third baseman's in the 5-6 hole. Bishop in center is 3 steps over toward left center field. Here's the 1-1. Quitzer pops it out to play off to the left. A lot of room in right center with which to work for Quitzer. Climbs back in the left side. 1-2, nobody on, and 1 out. Bottom of the 6th inning. The 1-2 pitch on the way. Quitzer chases a high fastball and gets a piece to stay alive. Still 1-2. Williams on deck. Zach Williams from the stretch. His 1-2 pitch again, and Quitzer takes an off-speed pitch upstairs. Two into the count with 1 out. 8-4 our score. Stompers on top. Two on the way. Quitzer takes strike 3 at the knees. Late strike 3 call. Looked pretty good height-wise. It was certainly down the middle part of the plate. But a late strike 3 call, and now Quitzer is talking to Ron Adams on his way back to the dugout. Back-to-back strikeouts for Williams, and he struck out all 3 batters he's faced. So here's Williams. He has the big hit, the grand slam. First pitch. Fastball thrown right by him. Strike 1. Right now, his grand slam, the difference in the game. Nothing in. 1 the count. 1 for 2 with the grand slam. He's also walked. Here's the 0-1. Fastball high and away. 1 ball and 1 strike. Williams, right-handed hitter, rests the bat on the shoulder. The 1-1 delivery, and that breaking ball drops out of the sky and on the outside corner for strike 2. 12-6 from Williams on the breaking ball. Williams behind in the count, 1-2. Here's the pitch. Ooh, high and in, and he has to spin out of the way to avoid from getting hit by that fastball, and the count evens 2 balls and 2 strikes. No wind on the field here tonight. It's cooled down. The 2-2 pitch. Off the outside corner, and that fills the count. Barrios on deck. Payoff coming from Williams, and Miles swings and misses at a high fastball. Stompers go down in order, and Zach Williams strikes out the side in the 6th. So we'll see Spencer Backstrom in the top of the 7th with the Stompers leading 8-4.
We would like to thank our community partners. Tina Schoen, Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty, Sonoma Hills Retirement Community, and
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
And social media support is provided by Wordmice.
North Bay Credit Union is proud to be part of Sonoma County's home team. We're your progressive alternative to big banks, delivering a full roster of great banking services, but at much lower costs. Our lineup always hits it out of the park. Auto loans, home loans, manufactured home loans, and 100% free checking that pays you back. We're equally proud to support lots of local groups, including the Sonoma Stompers, because that's what neighbors do. We're the home of league-leading Kasasa Checking. Kasasa Checking is better than free. It pays you, and you choose how you want to be rewarded. Bonus dividends on your deposits, or cash back on your debit card purchases. And Kasasa makes any ATM a free ATM. It's easy to switch to Kasasa in just minutes at northbaycu.com. Our convenient branches are just a short stop from anywhere, including our newest Sonoma Valley and Rohnert Park locations. Don't let banks throw curveballs at your budget with high rates and foul fees. Count on North Bay Credit Union to save you money every day. Learn more at northbaycu.com or call 707-584-0384. Loans subject to approval. Details at northbaycu.com.
Spencer Backstrom, the new Stomper pitcher here in the top of the 7th inning. He'll face the bottom third of the lineup. Kozak, Ulande, and Sheeks against Backstrom, making his 3rd appearance of the season. No ERA for Backstrom. In 3 innings, he's allowed 3 hits, 1 walk, and 6 strikeouts. The tall right-hander. At 6'6", his first pitch to Kozak, a fastball in the outer half at the knees. So it's probably going to go Backstrom and then Guizdala and Richardson in the last third of the ball game. Backstrom, who works solely out of the stretch, is 0-1. A high fastball and a swing and a miss from Kozak. Kozak is 1 for 2 in the game, a base hit, a walk, and a strikeout. Backstrom, who has a breaking ball and a changeup. See what he elects to go with here. Maybe just stick with that fastball. He's thrown it by Kozak twice. The right-hander's 0-2. And swung on and missed. It gets to the backstop. Here goes Kozak to first. Molinari's throw is in time. That completes the strikeout. So Backstrom comes in. He strikes out Kozak to open the inning. So with 1 away, Ulande comes to the plate. He's driven in 2 on a home run. He's 1 for 3. Last time up, he reached on an error by Quitzer at third base. Right-handed hitter at the plate. Backstrom at 6'6", 220 pounds. First pitch to Ulande is high in it. Backstrom out of Bellingham, Washington. Spent the first part of the season with the Bakersfield Train Robbers in the Pecos League. His 1-0 pitch. Ulande takes down low, ball 2. Racked up the strikeouts down there, 81 of them in 39 2/3. He struck out 7 and 3 1/3 here with the Stompers. On 2-0, his pitch to Ulande. That's off the inside corner, ball 3. Three balls and no strikes with Aaron Sheeks waiting on deck. The pitch to Ulande. And that's high ball 4, a 4-pitch walk. Second walk for Backstrom of the season. And that brings up the second baseman, Aaron Sheeks. He's 1 for 3, a base hit in the 4th, and then he was thrown out trying to score by the shortstop Romero. First pitch to Sheeks, and this fastball misses high from Backstrom, so that's 5 straight balls from the right-hander. Lenny Guizdala, the lefty, up in the pen. Ulande leads from first without much speed. Right-hander's 1-0 pitch. Sheeks squares around, pulls back, and takes very high ball, too. Backstrom lost his footing after delivering that 1-0 pitch, and now he's going to dig out that landing spot. See if that helps him on 2-0. 8-4, top of the 7th. Stompers lead. The pitch to Sheeks. Inside, ball 3, and that's 7 straight. Sheeks probably taking it maybe till he gets 2 strikes on him. Struck out Kozak to open the inning. The 4-pitch walk to Ulande. Now the 3-0 to Sheeks, and he takes high, and 8 straight balls that put runners at first and second, and back to the top of the lineup for Cody Bishop. We'll see if we get a visit from Molinari. Yes, we will, and maybe pitching coach Mike Nunez out of the dugout. Ulande at second and Sheeks at first after back-to-back one-out walks. And now Bishop, who is 2 for 3 with a double. 8 home runs and 30 runs batted in on the season for Bishop. Left-handed hitter at the plate. Backstrom looks out to second, and his first pitch to Cody Bishop is high, ball 1. And that's 9 straight. Strike 1, that's the first thing on Backstrom's mind. Then maybe getting a ground ball. Is 1-0. There it is on the inside half, 1-1. So now he can start pitching again. Just trying to find the strike zone there for a while. Now he can take some sort of a deep breath and try and get a ground ball here. 2 on, 1 out. Here's 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed, and Bishop helped him out there. A fastball very high in the strike zone for strike 2. So Backstrom's going to have to tell him thank you. Ahead of Bishop, 1-2. Haven't seen the breaking ball yet. Set, looks out towards second. 1-2 pitch on the way. Fastball's low and away, 2-2. Strikeout to Kozak, back-to-back walks. Play for a double play up the middle. Straight away in the outfield. Backstrom's 2-2. Bishop able to get a piece there, and the count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. A high fastball again. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes. Molinari sets the target. Bishop, the left-handed hitter, awaits. Here's the 2-2. And that breaking ball misses inside. Backstrom looked in and raised the hand as if to say, was that up? And Ron Adams said that was in. That got Backstrom thinking. Knight on deck. Here's the payoff pitch to Bishop, and he hits it in the air, left center field. That's hit well. Hibbert going over toward the gap. He has room. Ulande's tagging from second. The throw is cut off by Romero. So Bishop flies to center for the second out. Ulande tags up and goes to third. So they're at the corners with 2 out for Johnny Knight. So Bishop hit it well, but not well enough. Hibbert able to run it down in the gap. Here's Knight. He's 1 for 4 with a base hit. It came all the way back in the first inning. Ulande is at third. Sheeks at first. Knight, right-handed hitter. He's reached 3 times, a single, twice on a fielder's choice, and then he struck out his last time up. That was against Jacob Cox. First pitch to Knight. High and away, ball 1. Top of the 7th inning down in Santa Fe, Pacific 7, Silverados nothing. The 1-0 to Knight. High ball 2. The only problem for Backstrom here in this appearance has been missing high with a fastball. Trying to get it down into the strike zone. If they were 6'9", it'd probably be a strike. Or his height maybe. He's up there, 6'6". Guizdala loose. And throwing. Right-hander up for the Stockade. The 2-0. Swung on and missed. 2-1. Fastball still up in the strike zone, maybe borderline. But up the letters, and Knight came up empty on the swing. At the corners with 2 out in the top of the 7th. Backstrom's 2-1 delivery. At the knees, strike 2 called. Deuces are wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, and 2 on. Backstrom at the chest. The pitch tonight. Breaking ball, called strike 3 on the outside corner. A late strike call, but he gets it to Johnny Knight. That ends the inning. He strands a pair of walks, pair of strikeouts for Backstrom here in the 7th. So we'll go to the home half of the inning. Stretch time here at Palooza Park at Arnold. Field Stompers lead 8-4.
We would like to thank our community partners. Tina Schoen, Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty. Sonoma Hills Retirement Community. And
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
And social media support is provided by Wordmice.
Pedro Barrios leads off for the Stompers in the bottom of the 7th inning, trying to do something besides strike out against Williams. He's faced 4 men, and, well, that's been the result for every single one of them. Barrios shoots the first pitch foul out of play off to the right. They made him throw 23 pitches against the 4 men that he's faced. Here's his 0-1, and Barrios takes high and in. Barrios, Molinari, and Romero. 6, 7, and 8. In the last of the 7th, 8-4 Stompers lead. Guizdala loosening for the top of the 8th inning. Here's the 1-1 to Barrios, and he takes on the outside Black, 1-2. So Backstrom comes in. He gives up a couple of walks and strikes out a pair. The 1-2. That's high on Barrios. 2 balls and 2 strikes the count. Barrios 1 for 1. He singled and scored. He's walked twice. Williams from the stretch, the 2-2. Barrios hits it on the ground to second. Backing up on it is Sheeks. He'll collect and throw Barrios out at first. So that's the first time that they have put the ball in play against Williams. He now has 4 strikeouts and a ground out tonight. Here's Molinari. He's 1 for 3 with a base hit. He's lined down and struck out. Stompers have struck out 11 times tonight. And walked just 5 times. The first pitch, Molinari squares around as if he were going to drag and then pulls back and takes a fastball over the inside half, strike 1. He's got catcher speed, but he's trying to catch Ulande off guard at third. The 0-1 pitch. Same spot, strike 2. Williams is just throwing in strikes. It's 0-2. The count is 0-2 on Molinari. Here's the pitch from Williams, and he taps it foul right at home plate. Still 0-2 on Molinari, the right-handed hitter. With the bases empty and 1 out, here's the pitch. Breaking ball, he takes in the dirt. They appeal, and he did not go around, says Reichelmeyer down at first. One and 2 on Molinari. Romero to follow, and then Hibbert if we get there. One and 2, Williams from the stretch. Here's the pitch, and Molinari takes called strike 3 on the outside corner, a fastball. And another strikeout for Williams. That's 5. Romero will bat with nobody on and 2 out. He's 0 for 2. He grounded his short, struck out, and he drove in a run on a walk in the 4th. Romero, the right-handed hitting shortstop. Here's the first pitch, and he takes on the low outside corner. No balls in, 1 strike. It'll be Guizdala in the 8th, the left-hander. There's the 0-1. Romero shoots it foul down the right field line. Nothing and 2 again for Zach Williams. Base is empty, 2 out. The 0-2. Breaking ball outside, says Adams. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2. Here's the pitch. Outside on Romero. Only 7 hits in the game for the Stompers. 5 came in that 7-run 5th inning. Here's the 2-2, and Romero fouls it straight back off of Kozak. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ron Adams is going to go out and give Zach Williams a new baseball, hand deliver it to him after Kozak took the brunt of that foul ball. Now Adams is going to dust off home plate and give Kozak an extra second or 2. 7 unanswered runs for the Stompers, taking an 8-4 lead. Williams from the stretch with the bases empty. His 2-2 is outside and the count is full. Hibbert waits on deck with 2 out. Romero, who's already walked once in the ball game. Payoff pitch on the way. And Romero is down on strike. So Williams has faced 7 hitters, and he struck out 6 of them. So we'll go to the 8th. Guizdala on the pitch. The Stompers leading 8-4.
We would like to thank our community partners. Tina Schoen, Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty. Sonoma Hills Retirement Community. And
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
And social media support is provided by Wordmice.
Stompers Baseball is brought to you in part by Sonoma Clean Power. As your local public electricity provider, we source clean energy from renewable resources, geothermal, water, wind, solar, and biomass. And we deliver that power to residents and businesses throughout Sonoma and Mendocino counties. At Sonoma Clean Power, we're invested in the communities we live and work in. We deliver services that enhance quality of life through competitive pricing, improved air quality, and energy efficiency. By changing the way residents source energy, we're able to deliver customer programs that make a difference in everyone's life. Powered by innovative thinking, Sonoma Clean Power was formed to provide a choice beyond for-profit investor-owned utilities, in our case, PG&E. Today, Sonoma Clean Power, or SCP, is a model for community choice programs throughout California. By providing higher percentages of renewable energy that reduce greenhouse gas emissions, our customers are helping solve the climate crisis at a local level.
Three, 4, and 5 for Salina, Cosimo, Canella, Taylor, Zudenhorst, and Omar Artson against left-hander Lenny Guizdala. This will be his 6th appearance, an ERA of 5.69. And in 6 1/3, he's allowed just 2 hits, 3 walks, and 11 strikeouts. So Guizdala, the left-hander from Bay City, Michigan, on for the top of the 8th to face Canella. Here's the first pitch, and the fastball misses low. Fastball, slider, and a changeup, and it's said that the changeup is the best pitch for Guizdala, and we've seen it firsthand, especially to right-handed hitters. This is 1-0. Canella hits it in the air, right center field. That's it well. Long run for Hibbert over toward the gap, and he'll make it the catch over in right center, calling off Miles Williams for the first out. One out, nobody on, and Taylor Zutenhorst, who's 1 for 3, singled way back in the first inning. Left on left, here goes Dallas' first pitch. A fastball fouled into the glove of Molinari, and the count is 0-1. Likes to throw the changeup to the right-handers and the slider to the left-handers. So we've seen him throw the changeup to the lefties as well, as that's his best pitch, and he almost has the most confidence in that pitch. The 0-1 is a little bit low to Zutenhorst. One ball and one strike. The pitch to Zutenhorst. At the knees, strike two, a fastball from Guizdala. One ball and two strikes on Zutenhorst, left-handed hitter. Nobody on, one out. Here's the pitch, and he checks his swing and pops a slider out of play down the left field line. How we got a piece of that, I don't really know. Count still 1-2. An 8-4 game in the eighth. Another 1-2 pitch from Guizdala, and that's high and in on Zutenhorst, a fastball miss. So just Richardson and Ethington left for Pace in the bullpen. Two and two the count, nobody on. The pitch from Guizdala, swung on and missed. Got Zutenhorst swinging for the second out of the inning. Now Omar Artson to the plate. He's 2 for 3, a pair of base hits, walked and scored in the fifth. He's the last Stockade to come across the plate back in that fifth inning on the Ryan Rodriguez double. First pitch from Guizdala, and that is fouled off, and it hit Ron Adams, our home plate umpire, and he now has his hands on his knees. Molinari is going to go out to the mound and talk to Lenny Guizdala, giving Ron Adams a minute. Adams says he's all right. Nothing in one on Omar Artson. Fly ball to center field off the bat of Canella for the first out, and then Zutenhorst down on strikes. Lenny from the stretch. Molinari sets the target. Here's the 0-1, and that's high and away. One ball and one strike on Artson, the right-handed hitting shortstop. Here's the pitch. Now back to the screen, 1-2. One ball and two strikes on Artson. Guizdala working on a 1-2-3/8. Stompers haven't had a 1-2-3 all night. Pitching, that is. The 1-2 on the way. Hit in the air towards center field. Hibbert going back. He camps underneath it. Guizdala's walking off the mound. He has a 1-2-3/8. We'll go to the home half. Stompers lead 8-4, 9-1-2 coming up.
North Bay Credit Union is proud to be part of Sonoma County's home team. We're your progressive alternative to big banks, delivering a full roster of great banking services, but at much lower costs. Our lineup always hits it out of the park. Auto loans, home loans, manufactured home loans, and 100% free checking that pays you back. We're equally proud to support lots of local groups, including the Sonoma Stompers, because that's what neighbors do. We're the home of league-leading Kasasa Checking. Kasasa Checking is better than free. It pays you, and you choose how you want to be rewarded. Bonus dividends on your deposits or cash back on your debit card purchases, and Kasasa makes any ATM a free ATM. It's easy to switch to Kasasa in just minutes at northbaycu.com. Our convenient branches are just a short stop from anywhere, including our newest Sonoma Valley and Rohnert Park locations. Don't let banks throw curveballs at your budget with high rates and foul fees. Count on North Bay Credit Union to save you money every day. Learn more at northbaycu.com or call 707-584-0384. Loans subject to approval. Details at northbaycu.com.
Jordan Young, the new pitcher for Salina, in this bottom of the 8th inning to face the 9-1-2 hitters. And for Young, this will be his 3rd appearance. He started one of his previous 2. He's gone 6 innings, allowed 13 runs, 6 earned on 12 hits. He struck out 2 and walked 4 and has an ERA of 9. So he'll face the 9-1-2 spots of the order with the Stompers up 8-4. In the bottom of the 8th inning, Matt Hibbert is going to lead us off. Hibbert is 0 for 2 in the game. He walked and scored a run in the 5th. Hibbert, Gata, and Barfield 9-1-2 against Jordan Young, the right-hander. Right-hander working out of the windup. His first pitch to Matt Hibbert is inside. 1 ball and no strikes to count on Hibbert. One of his 2 appearances came against the Stompers. His 1-0, and Hibbert takes high ball 2. In that appearance, he went 2 innings, allowed 4 runs, 2 earned on 4 hits, and walked him in. They're in the bottom of the 8th inning down in San Rafael. Pacifics lead the Silverados 7-0. Looking to pick up a half a game on Vallejo for 2nd place. They already lead by 3 games. A 2-0. Hibbert ropes it foul on the 3rd baseline. Foul by about 5 feet. Pace sidesteps it casually. It's coming at him at 87 miles an hour, and he just takes 1 step, not even phased. Two and 1 the count on Hibbert. Speedy center fielder. Young from the windup. He lifts the leg and deals on 2-1. Hibbert pops it up. Back behind the bag at second. The shortstop's calling for it. That's Arts, and he makes the catch. So back to the top of the lineup for Nick Gata. Base is empty, 1 away. Gata's 3 for 4. First pitch from Young. Checks his swing and takes a called strike, a fastball in the inner half. 3 singles for Gata. He's stolen a base, scored once, and driven in a run. Young from the windup on 0-1, and Gata swings at a fastball. Swinging out of his shoes. It's 0-2. He does have 5 home runs. 4 of them have come the opposite way. The 0-2. Shot down the left field line. That slices in for a base hit. his 4th hit of the night. Man, at first, after the got a single and 1 out, now Jacob Barfield. 0 for 3 in the game. He was hit by a pitch and scored in the 5th. Ryan Richardson is in the bullpen. Gotta leads from first. The second baseman, Sheeks, is shaded up the middle, almost right up the middle. Jordan Young from the stretch for the first time. His first pitch to Barfield is a breaking ball, and that stays high. That got a single, breaks his streak of the Stompers going 0 for their last 8. Gatto was the last to reach on an RBI single in the 5th inning. He leads from first with 1 out. The 1-0 to Barfield. Down the right field line, slicing foul. One and 1, 8-4, bottom of the 8th. Gotta has a stolen base tonight. He's at first. The 1-1, and Barfield hits it down the left field line. It's hooking foul. One and 2. Ghana with 13 stolen bases on the season. He's at first, 1 out. 4-hit night for Ghana, 4 singles. Takes a big lead here. He goes, the 1-2. Rope down the left field line. That's going to fall, and that'll be extra bases. Ghana's held at third. Barfield on his way to second. He's going to have a double. Jacob Barfield, his first hit of the night. A double down into the left field corner. And for Barfield, his 10th double of the season. It brings Rob DeAngelis to the plate. Second and third, 1 out. DeAngelis is 1 for 4 with an RBI single. He's scored twice and struck out twice. So the infield's going to play in. Young out of the windup. Here's his first pitch. DeAngelis swings through the fastball in the low outside corner, 0-1. Got us at third base. Barfield at second, 1 out, 8-4. Stompers trying to add on a couple of more. Young's 0-1 pitch is on the way. DeAngelis takes a breaking ball for strike 2. Stompers 8 runs on 9 hits. The 0-2 pitch to DeAngelis. He shoots it foul down the left field line. DeAngelis has had a couple of long at-bats. He singled home a run on the 6th pitch, and then he had a 7-pitch at-bat where he struck out. Trying to drive in a pair of runs here. The 0-2 again. Breaking ball this time stays above the strike zone for ball 1. Infield in, hard ground ball, not right at somebody, will find a hole. Likely score 2. Barfield's at second, Ghana at third. Jordan Young on 1 and 2. DeAngelis hits a breaking ball high to center, not very deep. Bishop sprinting in toward the infield. He makes the catch in shallow left center. Ghana bluffs the tag, and the throw goes all the way to the plate. DeAngelis flies to shallow center for the second out, and now Chris Quitzer trying to keep an 8-game hit streak going. He's 0 for 3 with a walk and a run scored. Better chance here against the right-handed hitting Jordan Young. Infield playing back now. First pitch to Quitzer. Breaking ball in the outside corner, and Young gets ahead 0-1. Quitzer watched strike 3 at the knees against Zach Williams in the 6th. A gap in right center. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Quitzer hits it down the left field line, slicing foul. So now he's in a hole 0-2. Shortstop Arnson shading up the middle. Ulande's at third. He's in the 5-6 hole. Quitzer behind in the count. Young working out of the windup. 0-2 pitch on the way, and the fastball's outside. Second and third. Gata takes a very big lead. Here's the 1-2, and Quitzer takes a breaking ball outside again. So from 0-2 to 2-2, Quitzer's built the count. 2 on and 2 out. 2-2 the count. Trying to bring home a pair of runs. Quitzer, who leads the team with 53 runs batted in. Third in the league. Young now out of the stretch after Gata got a huge lead at third. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And Quitzer takes inside, and the count is full. Miles Williams waits on deck. Ryan Richardson throwing, and he's ready for the ninth. Young with the low set. The payoff pitch on the way. Quitzer goes down on strikes. He chases a fastball low and away. Stompers get a pair of base runners but cannot score. We go to the top of the ninth. Stompers lead 8-4, and Ryan Richardson coming on to close the game.
We would like to thank our community partners: Tina Schoen Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty, Sonoma Hills Retirement Community, and
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
And social media support is provided by Word Mice.
North Bay Credit Union is proud to be part of Sonoma County's home team. We're your progressive alternative to big banks, delivering a full roster of great banking services, but at much lower costs. Our lineup always hits it out of the park. Auto loans, home loans, manufactured home loans, and 100% free checking that pays you back. We're equally proud to support lots of local groups, including the Sonoma Stompers, because that's what neighbors do. We're the home of league-leading Kasasa Checking. Kasasa Checking is better than free. It pays you, and you choose how you want to be rewarded. Bonus dividends on your deposits, or cash back on your debit card purchases. And Kasasa makes any ATM a free ATM. It's easy to switch to Kasasa in just minutes at northbaycu.com. Our convenient branches are just a short stop from anywhere, including our newest Sonoma Valley and Rohnert Park locations. Don't let banks throw curveballs at your budget with high rates and foul fees. Count on North Bay Credit Union to save you money every day. Learn more at northbaycu.com or call 707-584-0384. Loans subject to approval. Details at northbaycu.com.
6, 7, and 8 hitters for Salina in the top of the ninth against Ryan Rodriguez, the 5'10 closer from Spokane, Washington, on in a non-save situation here in the top of the ninth with the Stompers leading 8-4. His first pitch to Ryan Rodriguez is a fastball fouled back to the screen. So for Richardson this year, he's 2-0 and 0.57 ERA. 31 and a third innings, 13 hits, 2 walks, and 42 strikeouts. He'll face the 6, 7, 8 spots. He'll work out of the stretch. His 0-1 pitch to Rodriguez. On the outside corner, strike 2. Rodriguez is 1 for 4 in the game, an RBI double. It was Arnold for 4, Schill for 1, Cox for 1, Backstrom for 1, Guizdala for 1, and now Richardson for the 9th. He's 0-2. That changeup misses low and away, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Fastball 88-91 for Richardson, and then the tremendous changeup is just devastating to right and left-handed hitters, and then the occasional breaking ball that we've seen him throw only a handful of times this year. Here's 1-2 to Rodriguez. Old foul softly up third. Still DeAngelis, Hibbert, Williams, outfield left to right, and then Quitzer, Romero, Barrios, and Barfield. And Molinari sets up on 1 and 2. There's the pitch from to Rodriguez, and Richardson strikes him out on a changeup. Richardson strikes out Rodriguez, who fouled off the changeup once, but not the second time. Here's Kozak. He's 1 for 3. Singled and scored in the second inning. He's walked and struck out twice. Richardson from the stretch, his first pitch. And Kozak watches strike 1 on the outside corner. It's a 95% of hitters. Ryan Richardson goes to that outside corner and gets a called strike to open the at-bat. Here's his 0-1 to Kozak. Lined down the left field line and just out of the reach of Chris Quitzer. Kozak is headed for second base. He will have a double. 1-out double and the rare hit against Ryan Richardson. And on the season, in 31 2/3, that's just the 14th hit he's allowed. One-out double by Kozak down the left field line, and that brings Ulande to the plate. 1 for 3 with a 2-run home run. That came back in the second inning. Richardson looks to second. First pitch to the right-handed hitter is a changeup called a strike at the knees. Pitching a little bit differently with a man in scoring position and 1 out. We'll check on that game, and Sandra fell for one final time. The Pacifics won that game over Napa 7-0 the final. Richardson's 0-1. Ulande takes strike 2 on the outside corner. Nothing and 2. He went changeup, then fastball. Will he go back to the off-speed pitch here on 0-2? Here it comes, and Ulande takes a changeup in the dirt. That's blocked nicely by Molinari. Saves 90 feet. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. Richardson back on the rubber from the first base side. He'll look in. Hibbert in center shaded slightly toward right center field. Right-hander at the belt. His 1-2 pitch. That's outside, and it gets past Molinari and all the way to the backstop. So a wild pitch allows Kozak to go to third. The count's even at 2-2. Aaron Sheik's on deck. Ulande at the plate. And Molinari, who took that pitch in the dirt off the right hand, is given some extra time. Two and two with a man at third and one out. 8-4. The 2-2 pitch. Fastball swung out and missed. Pair of strikeouts for Richardson in the inning, and now Salina down to their final out. So here's Sheiks. He's 1 for 3. And at third, Richardson's first pitch. Well, that's in tight on Sheiks. Missing badly with the fastball. One ball, no strikes on Aaron Sheiks, hitting 171. Richardson's 1-0. Fisted out of play off to the right, 1-1. Strikeout to Rodriguez opened the inning. Kozak doubled down the left field line, went to third on a wild pitch. Then Ulande struck out on a high fastball. The count is 1-1 on Sheik's right-handed hitter. Here's a pitch from Richardson. That's on the outside corner, strike 2, and Salina down to their final strike. Sheik stands back in, right-handed hitter. Kozak's at third. Richardson from the belt. His 1-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and fouled off of Molinari, and then it caught a piece of Ron Adams as well. Both beat up on that foul ball. So Adams will go out and give Richardson a new baseball. And Molinari is taking a beating here this inning. First a wild pitch that hit him in the bare hand. And now that fastball that was fouled straight back off of Molinari. It caught him square. So San Rafael 3.5 games up on Vallejo for second place. Vallejo with 5 games left to play. San Rafael with 4 games left to play. One and two. Bishop's on deck. 2 out. Richardson downhill on 1 and 2, and Sheiks pops it up to center. Matt Hibbert is there. He makes the catch, and the ball game is over. Final line score from tonight's ball game. Stompers 8 runs on 9 hits, 2 errors, they strand 8. Stockade 4 runs, 13 hits, 3 errors. They leave 14. Final time of tonight's ball game, 3 hours and 40 minutes. As the Stompers pick up their 43rd win. Stompers are 43 and 16. The Stockade fall to 13 and 40.